There you go. Now it started. You get your fair warning. So now if you say something, it is recording.
Penis.
Say a slur, say a slur.
Dick.
Isn't that in fact?
Cock and ball. Cock and ball torture.
So-
Ball
Let me
gay,
check the group chat
gay
real quick,
balls,
Mike. I wanted
ball
to
gay
see.
is very fun.
just a solid bleep for the first 30 seconds of this.
Yes.
It's just like a silence and like, what happened?
Chicken nuts? I'm sorry, did you say chicken nuts?
Alright, I'm out.
Hello.
Hello.
Shrimp.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Did you
Interrupting me my damn run, Antonio. Got
Yeah.
me killed.
did you throw? Good.
I didn't throw you through. You
Nah,
got me shot.
I
All
wasn't
you gotta do is
playing.
throw it back.
So if you died, that was you throwing.
I can't run and answer the phone at the same time.
Buying and throwing.
Play better.
I could just not have picked up.
Oh, all right. Welcome everyone. After that, I don't know how that's gonna actually go in the in the thing. Hopefully, YouTube is
Just
kind on
bleep
the kind on the update. That's fine. I don't even think we monetize shit. Anyway,
What's you do to us? Kill us?
Long bleep. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think it's like after the
Yeah.
first minute or so. You think you're good?
I think it's 5 minutes.
Is it 5 minutes? All right. Well then.
Depends on the video. I think it's usually like the first 2 minutes or 5. I don't know.
Okay.
Does
Mm.
it depend on how long the video is?
That also
Oh,
might be a
fair.
factor. Yeah.
Maybe.
Upon has never sweared before a day in their life, ever.
Yeah, that's a
Upon doesn't
lie.
even know what
Bonnie sweared
profanity-
at Titus like 3 sessions ago.
Potty's racist.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Apani's
Wait,
not
what?
racist,
Oh my
is she?
I'm gonna
Are
threaten. I'm gonna threaten to be somebody's stepfather.
Oh no.
I'm
Why?
gonna threaten to beat somebody's
Please
stepfather.
don't.
So what's
Huh?
what's going on? Double demonetized? Can you get double demonetized?
Oh,
Not
damn.
That's just
double
getting banned.
demonetized. Wait,
It's getting removed from the
Monetization.
service.
No, they
No,
cancelled each other out. PEMDAS.
Wait,
No,
Toki,
you
whose
just
stepfather are you trying to be?
He's
You
trying
know.
to be the milkman.
Anybody's.
no. Hear me out. Hear me out. Double
He's trying to
demonetized
be
when
the
you
milkman.
pay YouTube for your video to stay on. You know.
That's
There you go.
hilarious.
Mm.
They don't give them any ideas.
Yeah,
Hold
don't
on.
give them ideas.
Oh, yeah.
We're having
Thanks for
storage
giving them
problems.
ideas.
You know, you might have to pay a little extra this week. So your video stays.
$10, you say? Yeah,
gotta
give it to us.
Mm.
In the grand scheme of things.
I'm a boy dog.
All right.
Nah.
So, in the last session, as everybody, it has been 2 weeks since we last had a session, or was it been 1 week? My brain
That
might
was
be a
last
bit.
week.
Was it last week? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think I'm thinking of the other
That's-
session that has been postponed for like 2 weeks. Now 3.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, my
Mm.
brain is like not cooperating with me. All right, anyway. Yes, so after
Please, crunchy.
last week's session, you all had a wonderful time of getting your way, or making your way, I should say, to the town of Haiti.
Downtown.
Yes.
Walking fast.
Meeting some interesting individuals who were not particularly fond of, I believe, Titus. As you had made your way to the settlement, entrance, they seem to be checking people in at the gate, pretty normal stuff, or standard stuff. However, Titus, who was a little bit ahead of the party, the guards seemed to be giving a little bit more, we'll say, a little bit more of a look over, as they wanted to be a bit sure that Titus was not going to do anything nefarious. He looked to be the nefarious type. Couldn't imagine why, you know. Couldn't imagine. You know, they you know, they have a feeling about certain people around these parts. But outside of that, oh god, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
We're up to.
I think I heard Daco? Was that who I heard?
I just said certain people, huh?
Ah, yeah, certain people. Well,
Hmm.
going along with that vein, as the rest of the party got there, right before Titus was forced to remove his head garment that was keeping his horns hidden, luckily, someone managed to show up and kind of assuade the guards' attention away and make them go back to their regular duties. A woman named Massey, or Macy.
Randomness.
Was it Massey or Macy? Can't remember. I'm going to have to look at my notes. It was Massey.
Yeah, Macy.
Was it Macy? Okay, we'll go with Macy until I can actually pull it up and remember. But
Mhm.
Macy, some commander of sorts in the Embercasters, another branch of the Consortium military, it seems, who seemed more, we'll say, approachable than the other guards you had met so far. It was quite
Approachable.
well. She wasn't immediately starting with species or
You didn't
racial
call me the
epithets.
N-word.
So yeah, exactly. Look, the bar is low. Is all I'm saying. It is in hell, and she was above that bar. So you take what you can get. But she was actually quite interested in one of you specifically, Casket, as she was quite watchful, not in a negative way, just very curious about his design and everything, considering that he is a rather unique sentinel, not really seen around these parts. I mean, sentinels in general aren't, but he especially isn't. And seemed to be a carryover throughout most of the time you all walked through the settlement as you were trying to get to a more down-to-earth portion of town where you would all be able to be a bit more yourselves, and you could also receive information. Because once Macy had assuaded away the guards and kind of introduced herself and spoke with you a bit, she had to go back to her regular duties of monitoring the area and, generally speaking, repairing things that seemed like they had been damaged in some type of event recently. But outside of that, as you had made your way to, or further into the settlement, you managed to get your way to a place I believe called the Rusty Gear, if I remember correctly, a tavern in the northeastern part of the town, and a little bit more of the kind of lower brow, poorer districts of the town. There, it was a very humble abode with a few people kind of decorating the different parts of the shop. Some people kind of not really drinking like booze or anything, just kind of like eating some nice early morning meals and getting a little bit ready, it seemed like, for the rest of their days and such. Mostly workers and other types of people. But there, you met the shopkeep owner, the tavern owner. A kind of stout dwarven man with a gruff voice and a bit more of a ear to the ground type of demeanor, keeping things very cordial and also giving you guys some information about some of the stuff that's recently happened, and just showing some general actual consortium hospitality, it would seem, welcoming you all in and just talking to you casually. With him, you managed to learn some pretty interesting things about, or pretty important things, I should say, about the locals and such. You learned about how the Alto Latel in the area, specifically the Vale tribe, and the people in this town and kind of surrounding area, are not in necessarily the best of relationships at the moment. Historically, the Alto Latel have not had the best relationship with the Consortium at all, but a lot of this is due to some long, extenuating circumstances of maltreatment and just general, territorial disputes. But more recently, there has been a group known as the Altus regime, which has been kind of going around certain parts of the Consortium, specifically in this area recently, hosting rallies and doing certain types of coaxing, we'll say, events that has kind of started a little bit of socio-political uproar in the area. Of which this last event got a little bit of a fight between some of the Beastkin and Fiend people of the town, as well as the Altus regime members and some of their cohorts around the town as well, which, had to effectively damage certain parts of the town and got the Embercasters called in to help support the area in terms of general policing and such. And while things seem a bit calmer than what you imagine would have been at the time things were going there's still an air of kind of unhappiness, especially among, you can tell among some of the beastkin that were in the tavern, and just certain people around the town. Seems like there's a very much an air of mistrust between various groups. Outside of that, you would head your way to the guild hall after you got most of the information you felt like you needed from him, where you would get a long rundown of information in terms of just the general understanding of how the guild runs, as well as the consortium's relationship with several groups around, not just the Alta Latel, but also some people, I believe, in the Auroch vein. It was either the Auroch vein or the Noblesse. Sorry, Memorem and Noblesse was the other ones. And as well, I should say, one of the bigger things you got to, and what is where we will start today's session, is you were informed about a group of guild adventurers, I believe they were, who were in the area before you, investigating around and trying to see if they could discover what exactly this corrupting influence had been noticed, or what the corrupting influence in the area had been initially to be noticed by the system. And what has gotten all the constructs to be acting up. The whole reason you're here in the first place is basically to find whatever this source of corruption is, and hopefully get rid of it, or ascertain a way to get rid of it, so that the constructs kind of calm down and don't stay immediately in aggressive mode, we'll say. But where you all left off, you've currently landed, actually, at the location of where you're supposed to meet this guild team. That was what your decision was last session. Or at least, generally speaking, it seemed like that was your decision last session. Yeah. Guess that's where we'll start. I did skip over the little casket incident that happened with the armored knight. But we'll see what happens as yeah. So, just pulling something up real quick. I just want to make sure. So, alright, cool. So, like I said, you all have landed now nearby where the guild team you were supposed to meet with would be sitting. Those of you on the that were in the bridge, you would see directly like what's outside without much issue. You can see that there is some type of ship. Looks like it has like guild banners as well as another type of emblem on it that is currently beached, not like heavily, but just kind of like, sitting like on the low tide area of the beach, resting there. And it seems like people are loading stuff up onto this vessel. Probably getting either ready to leave, it looks like, or maybe they just might be loading up something from a recent quest. You can see there's crates of some stuff. Unsure what it is, mostly from a distance, but yeah. And you can also see approaching the your guys's stratosphere ship or plane is a group of what looks to be 3 individuals. One of them is carrying, it looks like, some type of crate of something. Now, since they're a bit more closer, you can tell. Looks like they have like maybe potions and certain types of like alchemical stuff in this crate. And then the other 2, one of them that's kind of leading them seems to be a kind of younger individual. You can notice immediately they have kind of these large feathery wings that are currently folded on right now behind them, and they seem to have mostly a human appearance outside of that, or humanoid human appearance outside of that. The one carrying the
They're
crate.
like angel wings like mine, or are they
Yes.
attached to their...
They angel wings. Yeah, no, I'd say they're angel wings. Yeah, feathery, kind of like slight glints of some type of shimmer to them, maybe a bit of like a magic to them. And then there's another person who is bigger than both of them combined. This is a very like heavy set, muscular woman. She seems to have like very thick fur across all of her body. She is a bear folk, so she looks like a giant like anthropomorphic bear. And she has this very large like folded weapon that has a blade on either side of it. You can tell it's folded just because of like the fact that the handle kind of sits to a diagonal side of her, and then there's another part that kind of folds to the opposite side under her. But yeah, she seems to be wearing like more guild attendant or officer attire as opposed to like the rest who seem to be wearing just more like adventurer random gear. And yeah, they seem to be just moving towards your ship, not like in an aggressive way, just kind of walking.
Do we know them? The bear, I mean.
You don't know them by name, but they do have the symbol that you were told of on their like brandished on their blazer and their officer attire. That you were told that you were going to be meeting, like the team's emblem, you can see on them. Basically, that's what I mean.
Okay. Are we still inside the ship or are we out of it?
You are. Some of you are in the bridge, so you can head down to the bottom part of the ship to the main doors. As I imagine they're opening now. Like Latricia would probably open them so everyone can walk out who wants to walk out and meet them.
Yeah, I think I'll go down there
I
too.
guess that would be me.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
I
I'll
think
go as well.
Latricia will stay in the ship. Brew will go though. Yeah, Brew will go.
Good.
Brew. Oh, okay. What kind of
As I said, I'm keeping my hood down, but like as far as like how my whole cloak is,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't really cover my wings. There's like holes in it, so those would be showing as well.
Yeah. I'm good with nothing, just wear it all out.
Nothing, you say? Well, no, I'm
I'm
joking.
I had nothing.
oh,
I'm joking.
Nothing at all. Yeah. So I just look at Titus and say, hey, probably nothing's gotta happen.
yeah, I'm just at
Nothing.
the entrance.
All right.
For
So it
everyone
sounds
else.
like Emiko, Brew, and Titus at the moment. Gwendolyn, Seyun, Pawnee, what are you two doing? What are you three doing? Oh, and Casket as well. What are you doing?
I think I'll follow too.
All right. Seyun.
You know what? I might as well follow where the trouble's going. Sure.
Yep.
I'm gonna follow, but I'm gonna follow like a foot or two behind and try to be a little bit stealthy.
Okay.
Yeah, take the rear guard. That's nice.
Gwendolyn.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yes.
You haven't been paying attention, have you?
Oh,
Yeah, I can't repeat the answer I gave last time. So I'm gonna follow the cart. I heard cart. There's a cart. There's chemicals in it.
Yes,
Follow the cart.
that is what they're carrying. The people
Yes.
meeting.
I want it.
Okay, so Gwendolyn is going as well. I will take that as that.
yeah, I look up at Gwen like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Well, up to you.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I have. Wait, where were you? What?
I was over there. I point to a chair.
You were
It's a
on a
random
chair.
chair in the
For
ship.
how long? Is it like
About
a big
that
chair
long.
or is it like a small one?
With the small chair.
A comically like small chair.
It's a 3-legged chair. It's not even a 4-legged chair. It's a 3-legged chair.
Yeah, Imiko's like looking at the chair, looks back at you. How did you sit on that with all that ass? What?
Why are you looking at my ass?
Because I'm wondering
I'm calling the
how
cops
can
on
you fit
you.
on that? How can you fit on
Guards! Guards!
I'm being harassed.
What? Stop! You violate the law.
No.
Anyway.
This man needs to be put in jail.
All right.
But yes, we'll say
Continue.
Apani, if you do actually want to stay a bit hidden, go ahead and roll me a stealth check. I'll just mark it down for.
Are we in the dark right now?
No, it's midday. It's around noon actually.
Okay.
You're on the beach as well. I should have clarified. You are on the beach or the coast.
Ooh, it's a beach.
Yes.
Are the people we're meeting enemies?
No,
So,
they are
Where on
part
the
of the guild
map are
team
we?
that you were supposed to meet. That was out here investigating the situation before you got here.
I do love me a beach episode.
Yeah.
Hear me, Drag?
I did not, Paul. Sorry, say it again.
Where on the map are we?
Oh, do you see the
Oh.
stratosphere ship over here? I should move it a little bit.
Ah.
You're like
Oh,
right there, basically.
Yes.
Can we
Okay.
see the map or no?
Can you see? Wait, can you not see this? One sec. Are you on the right map?
No, I'm mobile.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Somebody share screen so that people that are unable to see can see.
Oh yeah.
I rolled a
Yeah, I
12.
forgot.
That was really bad.
You don't have any pluses?
I have a
They-
+8.
Yeah, she has a +8. She rolled
Ooh,
not the
It was a
best.
12.
Damn.
Oh wow.
How?
That was bad.
Dragon, can
The sun is just directly shining on me while I'm on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Put 'em
Imiko's like
on.
looking at Apani like, what? What are you doing?
I'm just gonna take quiet
She's
step.
like,
I know they can see me.
yeah, she's like silently staring at her like, what are you doing?
What is
So,
I
How
like
far
can
to
I
these
think
like
that
guys?
my
to
giggling gave me
Yeah.
away. That gave away my location.
Probably. A little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, Lewis, can you
Just
share
a
your
little bit.
screen so they can see?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Coolio. For those that
What a
cannot see
load
you,
of
should be able to see
hoopla.
you. Thank you. And
Oh,
then,
Krabby Patty.
if you're wondering where you are, it is. I don't think I have the name level. Stratos. There we go. Now it has a nameplate. I can't promise it'll be big though.
Gameplay, let's
It is
go.
not.
Does it have
Oh, there
TM?
it is.
Oh,
Is it trademarked? We need it trademarked as soon as
we need a
possible.
TM.
There. Now it should
Raven
say
Squad
TM.
TM.
Warriors TM.
What exactly are we?
The white, the kind of like uncolored ship that's over there.
Oh,
Uncolored ship.
Yeah, we don't have black colors for it yet. Future thing, we'll have that, okay? But yes,
yeah.
you approach them. They're a guild team, and they don't seem to have any, like, reason to be hostile to you. They can see your insignia, too, so, like, they just approach you.
Yeah.
One of them says something to the other. Like, you can see, like, one of them, the middle one with the angel wings kind of mentioned something to the one that's carrying something. And then the bearfolk woman just kind of, like, nods, says another thing to them, and the angel-winged one kind of nods, and then she starts to fly back to the ship.
Could
What
I
language would it be?
roll something to
Yes,
see
roll me an
what
awareness,
they
please,
said?
if you'd like to know what
Awareness. Great.
Can I roll awareness?
they say. Yeah, anyone who's looking can roll.
I trust
Okay,
you.
I can't find my.
Wholeheartedly.
Just gonna do it the old-fashioned way.
Awareness. Okay.
Got an 8.
What was that?
8
Oh.
total or 8 plus?
8 total.
Ah,
Oof.
well,
I got a 10.
you got a
All of my
10
rolls are bad. Yes.
Hold on.
total or
Wait,
Yeah.
with a plus?
Total.
Ooh.
Total. I had a +4.
Awareness is
Yeah,
a
same.
right?
I got
Yes,
a whole
awareness
ass
goes off
4.
with studentness, correct.
wait, we're all rolling awareness, right?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah.
You don't have to go with it.
9.
Even though I have only
Okay,
got
at least Daco
one,
got somewhere.
that's a 14.
A
Yeah,
14.
he had some with a B.
Jeez.
I had 9.
Okay.
Rolling off to a good start.
That is crazy. Hold on. Let me see
What
if I
did you
can.
get, Nick?
17.
Nice.
There you go.
Jesus.
So, Casket
In-
and Seiyun definitely hear what's being said. Everyone else, you can see their lips moving, like you know they're talking, but you can't see. You guys can hear just faintly. They're not really like. It's not that they're talking in hushed tones. It's more that like they're just a distance from you, so it's like they're talking in like a normal voice. One of them, the angel one specifically, she asked, or not asked, but more comments like, "So this is that guild team that we're supposed to meet, right?" And you can
Yep.
see one of them nod, and they're kind of like, just kind of like nods and says like yes, and they're like, so we should have the crate still, is that right? And they're like, yes, they'll probably need some extra items and such. They're like, okay, is there anything else I need to bring? And she says, she kind of thinks for a moment, and then that's when the bearfolk woman mentioned, she says, how would her voice be? I'm trying to think.
Like deep, husky.
DM contemplating how to do the voice, and also knowing that he's going to have to keep up this voice for the next 20 minutes.
No.
She's gonna say... she kind of... Okay, I know how she'll speak. She's going to, like, take a deep breath and kind of... You should go back into the ship and make sure that we have all of our stuff ready for our departure as well. Don't worry about them. If there's anything extra, I'll go and grab it for them before they leave. And they nod, and then that's when the Angel One leaves. And yeah, at that point, they are a lot closer now, and I'd say you guys are within around 20 feet of each other as they kind of just approach. And the bear folk will speak up and, like, give, like, a... Actually, they'll probably do... How would I say? Okay. So, she walks up, and she kind of puts one arm across her chest, and then kind of gives, like, a slight bow towards you all.
I nod.
Gesture?
Yeah, Imiko does like
It
a
is
lazy
definitely
bow.
some type of
Every time.
gesture of some kind, yes. You can
Yeah,
roll
the
knowledge
guild, like,
local
bow.
regal if you'd like.
Yeah, I definitely
Oh,
that
local.
gesture.
Let me see what mine is.
Anyone can do this, I should say. Sorry. I need to clarify that all the time.
Knowledge, local.
That'll be a 19.
That's really funny considering we were talking about this before the session started. But
15?
Yeah.
if you get above a 12, you're fine. Or at 12, you're good.
I roll 2.
Plus
Just
one
fuck it.
for
Oh,
my
I got high.
19.
Nice.
I know I got a bunch of pluses for that specific one, so it's a 6. Okay, yeah. I got 20 something.
Okay.
5. It was embarrassing.
Well, it kind of makes sense
So-
upon it. You might not know this because you're a bit more you're less worldly explored, at least before you joined this group. So
You're a hick.
that's not what I said, but if that's how you want to interpret it, sure.
That's not what you said. That's what you meant.
Oh.
Listen, no, she can't be a hick. She's too technologically inclined and intelligent.
Is she a worm?
Who is
So you're a
that?
junkyard hit.
Somebody is-
There you go. That's what she is.
Back in my
Junkyard.
day, it used to be
Nah.
awesome.
But yeah, to answer
yeah.
specifically what this is, it's actually you are correct, Cask. It is a gesture of kind of greetings or appreciation. It's a mixture of the two. It is from the Auroch vein, actually. They are the ones that are northwest of Lapsus. It's also seen among the noblest people that are to the direct west of Lapsus. That's a kind of guild propped up nation. And in the sense of, like, it was a series of nations, you heard about this last session, that were stratified and kind of, not conquered, but attacked heavily in the recent... let me make sure. Actually, I'm going to look that word. I think I'm using the right word.
Here. Yeah, we're onto something here.
Yeah, we're cooking tonight.
One
We are
moment.
cooking something.
I want to make sure I didn't misuse that word.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, Jack, I rolled a.
I see it.
You wrote a what, sorry?
So
Oh no, if
I
you
got
did,
it.
none of us would know, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
what
no.
would I get for a 19 rolled?
I'm sure the internet would though. So
For a 19 roll on. Oh, the local regal?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I said as long as you get a 12, you're getting this information.
Okay.
So, where's my mouse? Why did it disappear? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I was using it right. But yeah, they're kind of they were kind of a series of somewhat stratified and, like, separate nations that were getting bullied by Lapsus a lot before and during the earlier parts of the Rising War. But they formed together basically to have a united front. And were, because of issues Lapsus suffered, as you heard about, the Garin offensive, the failed Operation Jungle Rush, and the falling of the Sunfish Fleet, were basically able to weather the storm after the war better, and the guild actually approached them to help redevelop their nation. So they are a lot more connected to the guild directly because of that, and a lot more appreciative, I guess you could say, of the guild's existence because of that. Because for, I guess, to a certain extent, the main reason that they're even, like, a prominent country is because of the guild's funding and money, effectively. I shouldn't say money, more like protections. But yes.
Texas is like that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because if it was, if they were alone, they would have probably not repaired as quickly. If a good example of this is looking at Memorem. Because Memorem did not have the benefits of that. they had the kind of, well, I mean, they also had a civil war for like 7 years, but they had the complications of that, the Rising War, the damages Lapsus did, and didn't have any kind of like reconstruction efforts that were mainly put in until recently. So that's why like Tarataro, the town you went to, that's kind of being trying to build into a city, is getting like a lot more heavy invested in right now because of that.
Makes sense.
But not to distract too much. Yes, this is these people, or this woman at least, you can tell is either from there or is probably from there based on just like the bow and everything. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, she will approach you all after she does that, and I will pull something up. She will introduce herself, and she will say, well met, all of you. My name is Tadath Umurmi, or Umeni. I will put her name.
Gee, that's a swell name, huh?
Where is chat now? There we go. Tadath Umeni. That is how her name is.
All right. Anyone else gonna do this?
Yeah, I want to know, like, what's her general demeanor towards us? Anything like hidden?
She seems.
Just want to know.
Just your general. Whatever your passive mood is, as long as it's above a 12 or at a 12, I'd say you'd be able to like get a good read on her. She is a very, well, like I said, she's a very like physically big woman. Like, I'd say who's the biggest? I'm trying to think who's the biggest person among you.
Apani, wouldn't it be, or is it what's his face?
When?
It's either Apani or Brew.
It might, yeah, it might be, because Brew is also, I don't know actually. Yeah, it's probably Apani or Brew. She is nearly 7 feet tall. Actually, I think she is probably like 7'1" or 7'2".
Oh god.
And it's not like lanky height either. Like her body is like, again, she's physically like built. Even with all the fluff and like bear fur, you can tell she's like very fit. Actually, a good comparison, she's kind of like Latricia, actually, in terms of like physicality and builtness. But she's like she's about a foot taller than Latricia is.
Yeah. Okay. That's a tall ass bitch.
Mm-hmm. I imagine you are not saying that, Emiko, to her. Are you?
No, she says that under her breath.
She just whispers it to me.
Yeah.
6'11". How tall is she?
She is. Oh, she's actually a little bit, just a little bit taller than you. Brew is about 6'6", I think. So you're taller than he is.
Oh damn.
Wait, how tall is Apani exactly?
6'11".
Yeah, she's a rather tall, like abnormally tall human. She would be.
And how tall is Titus? I need to know.
I'm 6 foot.
I thought you were 6'4". Or 6'1"?
No, I'm 6'1".
6'1", okay.
Yeah.
In the company of giants.
Not counting my horns.
And
my
what about
horns are
Sayun?
like 6'2".
Yeah, Sayun I think is average height.
6'1".
Yeah, 6'1".
Oh. Yeah, in the company of giants, I see.
Emiko, the very, very small one.
Yeah, I can see sweat cover.
Yeah.
Which is ironic. What of this goddamn like group?
Upsies.
Wanna go upsies?
Okay.
So you
Am
said that under your
also-
breath. You say, "I'm gonna see. I'm just gonna see something real quick." No.
Yeah, do a little roll.
Little GM roll.
You know,
Uh,
I
Mm.
get thank you up.
please,
Emiko,
please don't.
when you say that, and she kind of like puts her hands like together and like leans down a little bit towards you, Emiko, and she's like, "Oh, you're quite adorable yourself."
Please don't hurt us, Mountain Mama.
Mountain Mama?
Mountain Mama.
That's crazy, man.
Damn.
Is that a thing? Are you actually saying that?
Oh no, Iron Man it. I'm
Iron
ready.
Man, alright. There's a little bit of like a bit of fluster. She's like, I mean, I
Yeah.
think I'm not that much taller than the average barefoot.
Yeah. He was like smiling, like you're like, yeah, don't hurt us, mommy. Ooh.
I
God damn.
interject. I
would get
interject.
to the point
Excuse
a
my
lot
idiot.
earlier,
They haven't seen much different type of folk in their lifetimes.
That's understandable.
Titus,
Besides,
I
it's a
have to look up to her.
You look up to everyone.
That you're just being overdramatic.
I'm just.
she's like, at least it's a warmer reaction than what we've been used to around here.
Oh, how so?
I
That's
can
good.
imagine.
Well, let's just say some of the locals, not all, of course. She like holds up a hand, like almost like a bit of a pause, like, you know, not all of them, just some of them are quite, we'll say, disposed to not like beastkin, or
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
that.
I can tell. I heard from the group.
Hmm.
Wish I was there though. Would have
I'm
stabbed
glad
in
you
your face though. Why? Oh yeah,
why?
just hiding like the spear behind her back.
Sharpening the
The gun.
spear. Why would you be
Yeah.
concerned about my behavior around them? I wouldn't do anything. I just want to talk to them.
I just
Yeah,
want to talk
I
to him.
just want to talk to him.
I just want to talk to him.
Load's done.
Yeah.
Fucking Peter Griffin.
Yep. But sorry, don't mean to trouble you with our situation. Anyways,
Oh, don't worry.
so you're the Shadow Guardians, correct? Sorry. So you're the Shadow Guardians, correct?
Yeah.
Be a casket in fucking unison.
Everyone
TM.
forgets the TM.
They do always. Why you think?
Well, I don't think anyone in the guild is going to take your name. You should be fine.
See, Danny, you should know they would definitely try to take our like name.
It's a cool ass. I'm just saying, it is a cool ass
Well,
name.
It is
If you're in
quite
the
a
group,
nice name.
If you're in the group, you should trademark it. Okay, remember that.
So,
The Beatles
Who's the
didn't
rest of your
trademark
team?
their name.
Ugh.
So
Not
what was
the
that, Titus?
yeah. So,
Titus
I
trying
speak
to
louder to kind of
Yeah, get
drown out the two of them.
yeah.
Well, what about the rest of your team?
Up in the background.
Oh yes. Well, and she kind of says, like, motions to one. They drop the crate in front of you. This is just a little bit of an extra gift from our group.
Oh,
Why, thank you.
Nothing major, just a few potions and stuff. We had some extra things in storage, so we figured we'd give it to you. You might need it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Himiko would like probably like examine them just in case like they're not like tampered with.
Yeah,
I
fair
would like
enough.
to
Go
know.
ahead and roll me inspection. While they're
did
talking.
That you will
Yeah.
need them. I did not like you will need them. I did.
She said you
Like-
might need them, is what she said.
Yeah.
I still don't like it.
Mm.
Sensors, they are going off, and you can trust me. I'm a sentinel.
She looks over at you. Is something wrong, Mr. Sentinel?
No, and my name is Casket. It is nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Ah,
And she'll hold out like this
That'll
big
be
hand towards you. To like
I shake the hand. Let's go, another handshaker. We
Yep.
found one.
Very firm handshake. You can definitely tell. Very strong grip.
I have the face of respect.
I rolled a 3. Nothing bad.
But yes, we were just finishing up here, actually. We were, the primary reason we were actually out here was monitoring the situation. I'm sure you know about the, strange disturbance that happened here and the constructs going haywire.
Yes.
Well, we were out here before then, monitoring the developing, we'll say the developing situation between the Altus, sympathizers. Ugh. She kind of like emotions, like a very much like a bit of disgust, but at the
While she's
rally
like,
nearby,
Handable.
while she's like rummaging through the stuff, like she looks up and says, "Oh, they're here."
they're around.
You with a flag?
Hmm. Ugh. Anyway, any changes in like the situation right now, or no?
Well, there's been some concerns expressed by some of the Lapsians. Also, actions perceived or otherwise as threats, and especially with the Ultra Latel or the Veil tribe being a bit more active lately. Probably no doubt due to the same thing or same reason you're all here. Well, some of them believe that the Veil tribe is, she sighs, planning on sabotaging some recent industrial efforts in the area. And by a recent firm, what was it? Gilded Forges, I believe. They've been in the area lately excavating around. They were attempting, that's where we come from as, well, we're attempting to reach out to Gilded Forges and deal with the developing situation with constructs. Maybe they had information. They've been less than cooperative, we'll say.
That
Oh
is
boy.
indeed.
Fun.
Frustrating.
Hmm.
No cooperation. Love to see it.
They're very,
It's weird.
what's the word?
Hmm.
Discreet.
Standoffish?
Standoffish, most definitely, but they don't
Definitely
really want us
tense.
poking around their excavation area.
Hmm.
They've also got a few armored knights and some guard personnel there from... I don't think they're they're Lapsians, but I don't think they're from the Consortium military. It seems like they might be freelance of some kind. Maybe Gilded Forges hired some special people.
There not be that type of group.
Mercenaries, most definitely. Maybe.
Intriguing and
Yes.
Very suspicious indeed.
Though they did show that they had permit to be out here from the Consortium government, at least the local governments. That doesn't mean,
you check,
however,
like-
the Consortium knows everything happening out here.
Yeah, you should probably double check their ID just to make sure they're supposed to be here.
We did when we
You know
got
how-
into the Haiti settlement, and we were able to confirm that they have permission to be out here. Even a lot of the workers actually came from that settlement. Mostly some of the
I
more poorer
see.
workers. They were not exactly willing to speak with us either about what they're working on.
Speaking of that, how well do they like treat the general populace? Just want to make sure.
Gilded Forges, you mean?
Yes.
She thinks for a second. If you ask me, just based on my own personal understanding and looking around, I don't think they're being treated the best. They don't exactly come home to the settlement that often. It seems like they come in trucks of people, they leave, and then they come back maybe a few days later. And when they come back, they seem ill. They don't seem like they're getting rest and slightly under the weather.
Intriguing. Suspicious and suspicious. Even more.
Maybe whatever they're excavating out there. I understand people in this area are struggling for jobs as well, so no doubt that they're not turning things down because of that.
Well, that's why we're here. Just to see the way to mop up the mess.
Oh, right. I should also say, outside of just, I guess, that, and, well, outside of just walking around and trying to ask the groups, we have done a little bit of... Did I hear someone say something? I might have misheard.
No, I heard.
Which is outside of just looking around. We have done a little bit of snooping ourselves, just around the area to see what we can dig up. And there's a few things that we did want to share onto you, kind of the reason why we're giving you some of this creative stuff. There's a upsurge of an abomination attacks in the area, especially along the ridges, and she kind of like motioned to like further up the coast toward like the kind of cliff edge and ridges along the sides of the area. Going further inland, I should say.
Yeah. So mutants, right? Kind of like green stuff oozing out from every pore, looking like shadowy and stuff.
Honestly, more random. We've seen abomination species that have been... Well, abominations can go into a variety of areas, but it just seems like there's been a strange upsurge in the amount. Obviously, to combat that, we've seen more seeker constructs, and they've been, we'll say, noticeably agitated, to put it lightly.
They've been very helpful, though. You probably should stay away from the Chimera. The Manticore, more specifically, you should probably stay away.
Yes, we have seen a few of them. We've gotten rid of some of them. But the fact that they're more around this area does make me think that whatever work is happening here might be possibly drawing them in.
Interesting. Should definitely look into that more.
We are here for a reason.
Yeah, we are here for a reason. Though, I need to ask, have you seen a gator-shaped robot around here? Just want to make sure.
And, a grind gator? Yes, we've seen a few.
Yes. Any particular numbers? Any coding? Barcode?
She thinks. Not noteworthy. We've had a few scraps with a few, but nothing that I have really committed to memory. Is there a particular one you're looking for?
She looks at Cass. Anything in particular?
Wait, let me actually look in my notes. I believe the only distinction that we found in that gator was... Oh, or Chave, rather.
Chave, yes, you named it.
I
Do you have its serial number?
643.
She thinks. I don't think I recall that number.
Oh well. We'll probably end up meeting him anyway. So, anything else?
Actually, now that you mention it, she she takes this like large bag. You can see she loosens a strap on this bag she's carrying, like a kind of like a messenger bag. Like one sling goes around like the side of her chest, and or I should say her shoulder and around the side of her chest. She will take it off. She opens it up. It's like a big duffel bag. And she will pull out what looks to be a written kind of parchment. It's a map, and she will splay it on the floor for you all to see. She says, "We've been marking where the constructs have been mostly congregating and attacking, or I guess I should say more active. Go figure. They all seem to be going along the ridge, not too far from the Veiled Tribe's encampments." Where that's set up, and especially where the Gilded Forges group is set.
It's probably where all the stuff is anyway.
Yes.
That's why they're coming there.
Of note, we haven't actually been able to find where Gilded Forges' main excavation site has been. They've, like I said, they've been less than cooperative with us. We've done our own digging, but without trying to start an actual combat with some of their technology, or armored knights, I should say. We didn't want to, no pun intended, poke the bear. She just gives like a slight smirk.
She smack. Yeah, well, sometimes you just have to poke the bear.
Well, if the situation doesn't get any better, you might be right. Any case, you're probably right. The disturbance is most likely there. We also tried contacting the Veiled Tribe, and she points out where their camp is on the map. They're
Hmm.
also not as communicative with us. They don't seem to like outsiders as much either.
They tend to attack first, ask questions later, or they just don't like us, like cold shoulder type.
Cold shoulder. Definitely a different type of cold shoulder. More like mistrust than the other ones, it seems like. Well, outward disgust. They seem just more mistrustful of, well, anyone, honestly.
Hmm. Well, that's better than being attacked.
Yes,
We
they
could
were
probably like
notably less threatening towards us. I mean, obviously, they approached us with weapons, but they were less pointy with them, we'll say.
Less,
Hmm. Yeah, she looks to the group. What do you think? Thoughts?
less pointy is definitely good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It might be worth trying to reach out to them.
Hmm.
If they see another guild team coming out here, especially officers, they might be more willing to at least talk. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that would be.
So as long as no third party comes in and tries to muck it all up, we can do it
Right.
just fine.
You mentioned happen.
Yep.
Do kind of things.
When it happens, it happens.
I can't really think of many third parties outside of Gilded Forges and, well, whoever the hired help is, whoever that is.
Well,
Wait,
since you know the
didn't that man at the rustic gear, didn't he mention something about the hired help? He said there was like some militia or something.
Mhm.
Yes.
Did he say a name or did he just mention it?
I can't quite recall.
Hmm.
Can I roll for recollection?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, that's what I would.
Unless someone has the notes. I don't know if Casket wrote it down. But...
Wrote what down exactly?
When you spoke with the guy at the rustic gear, the tavern you went to, he mentioned the hired help was partly a part of a militia that was nearby. Unofficial militia, he called it, because it's not recognized by the consortium.
Right.
But
Mel, who we talked
yes,
to.
Mel. But did he say the name of it? That's what they're rolling a recollection. You can still roll your recollection.
Say the name of it.
But what did he say?
I rolled a 5. I had a +3.
I'm gonna roll for it too.
Feel free.
I'll
Anyone
roll
that
for
was
it too.
present.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled a 17 anyways.
I was gonna say,
thank you, 'cause I rolled a
Emiko,
fucking 6.
Emiko, you weren't present, were you?
I was about to say Himiko wasn't even there.
Yes, so you
Yeah, I
cannot
wasn't
roll a
even there,
recollection.
Yeah, you remember from the briefing, I guess.
There was a briefing.
Yeah,
here, but
what? I mean, like,
I
can I
would've.
like recall? Can I recall any like upstart like
we'll
militia
say
groups, or is this just like?
I don't think there'd be a reason why you wouldn't have shared this information. I was trying to think of like, would there be a reason no one would have said anything? I don't think so. So, okay, the name of the unofficial militia, I believe that is the Valiant Hawks. It was noteworthy because the Valiant Hawks, you were told.
We told the name Valiant Hawks? I do not remember.
Yes, I believe you were told the name Valiant Hawks.
Damn.
But I have in my notes at least.
My game. My bad.
But the reason why it was noteworthy was because he mentioned how they're not actually from they're not actually from around here really. They were kind of like brought in by Gilded Forges. He said that he's heard about them being more in the southern Lapsus area, which on the map, for those that are whoops, that's the wrong button. On the map, please let me click the map. That would be near here, like in this quadrant area. Can you see where I'm clicking? Actually, I can just do this here in these kind of areas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was why it was noteworthy, was because of that. So.
They base that stuff over there.
Okay. But outside of that, yes, you would remember. I guess if Emiko shares that with the rest of you, you would all remember.
Yeah, somehow I was there.
Yes, you remember. We'll say you remember from the briefing is where you would get that information from. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. The Rallying Hawks. That's what their names are. Kind of terrible name, if I say so myself.
Well,
Nothing like a shadow trademark.
The Altus regime types really like their iconography of a hawk. I mean, one of the most prominent leaders, she kind of thinks of how she would put it, individuals, I guess, is a person named the Firehawk, so.
Wow. Don't think I try hard to me.
Yes, he was.
The fuck?
Well, hasn't been in this area lately, but we'll just say he's a very notable figure among the group.
How so?
Well, he is, we'll say, credited a lot with being one of the starting members of the Altus regime.
And how well does he react to the local populace, if I may say so?
You said how well does
Thank
he react to the local populace, or the local populace react to him? Sorry.
Yeah. The second part.
Second part?
Yeah.
It depends, I guess, on your priors, but if you're more Altus or traditionalist sympathetic, I should say, leaning in the Consortium, you're probably more... you probably would like him more. But if you're more, we'll say, reformist or moderate, probably not. Not to mention, if you're a beastkin or a fiend, I would imagine you would probably not fall in line with the Altus types.
I see. Odd one out, huh?
Yes.
That's Alright. Anyone else any questions? No?
Any other questions? Yes, I guess if either... She kind of looks. If any of you do have questions, we do have other things, I guess, that we could answer for you.
Chauncey. What? Off the top of my head, where do you keep the weapons?
Of our weapons? She kind of chuckles.
Yeah.
Well, if they're not on our person, they're sealed up in our ship.
Yeah. Do you have a rifle in particular?
A rifle? Yes, we have something.
Yeah. Do you, how many do you have? Yes, particularly.
Unfortunately, not enough to give at the moment.
You need a rifle for.
Well, we're a guild team as well. We do other types of things. We've been fighting.
Oh, I was talking to.
Oh, you mean you're talking to this one? I apologize.
It's all right. It's all right, Annie. I look at Titus and she says, "I needed to pop heads. You know how it is." She smiles.
Well, just be careful of the heads you pop.
Don't worry. I can pop them real well. Hey.
I walk away. Just look around, a little surveillance to make sure.
Yeah, I would do so too. Survey the area.
Yeah, just roll I mean, you can have keep your passive, or you can roll an active awareness if you'd like.
No, I'll roll. Also, okay. I'm in the air if that matters for me.
Okay, she's just gonna fly up and give a quick look. She kind of looks up and she's like, getting a good cursory glance of the environment. We were doing a similar thing before you all arrived, actually.
What did you find?
I'm sick of these. I'm sick of this dice. Sick of these dice.
Nothing major.
Awareness. Nothing major? Anything out of the ordinary, you would say? Yeah, get 10.
No. The regular movements of things. We've seen a few beasts walk by. Nothing too crazy. Though there has been a notable downturn in the amount of beast activity we've seen. They've almost, I'd say, been replaced with the abominations.
And have you seen any particular... Yeah, of course. Have you seen any particular...
Bless you.
Bless you. Have you seen any particular...
Bless you again.
Huh. Yeah, don't mind Titus. He went down with the sickness.
Cynic bullshit.
Yeah, he's allergic to bullshit. Anyway, have you seen anything eyes on them, particular beasts?
Eyes? I mean, they have eyes.
Eyes. No, on eyes on like
Oh, on
places
parts
they
of their
shouldn't.
body that there shouldn't be. I see.
Yes.
Not that we recall. She kind of thinks.
I'm sure they're stealthy. Wouldn't want them to be around here.
She kind of looks over. Have you?
Yes, actually, we just encountered like stuff, and we had to fight them. Not bad. Yeah,
We'll
I
put
had a
a-
mason jar filled with stuff. Well, I can't take it, which sucks.
She kind of thinks. Well, we'll keep an eye out for anything like that of the sort.
Mm-hmm. Well, my job's done. Anyone else wants to ask questions? She goes like to inspect the stuff, the cache of items.
What did you get on that inspection, by the way, Emika?
That was a 3.
Ah, there's stuff.
Yeah.
There's stuff in there.
Yeah.
There's stuff.
Yeah. Very good stuff.
Really stuff.
This stuff is made out of stuff.
It is indeed made of stuff and other stuff.
Floor here is made of floor.
Indeed.
Wow.
It's
Made
all
out of
fun and
stuff.
games until the floor isn't made out of floor.
Oh no.
I hate mimics.
But yeah, she kind of just says, like Lionel had said, like, well, if there's nothing else, we'll probably be heading our way out.
Yep. Keep your eyes on the swivel. Don't want to like get down dropped by someone.
She nods. Well, we'll be off to our next adventure then. We're probably headed south for a bit. Southern edge of northern Delver.
Yep.
I would honestly like to stay and keep an eye on things here with the Veil tribe and such, especially since they have been kind of shafted and such. But
yeah,
I feel a lot
probably
for
look
these. I actually feel a lot for the local workers here as well, even with their issues. They
anything? Anything in particular with the workers? Any mutations?
Not that I've seen, just them being a bit sick sometimes.
Like
Physically.
green stuff?
Green stuff?
Physically? Yes. The one that I mentioned earlier about the beast with
Coughing
the
up,
eyes. Yes.
coughing up bodily fluids. One of them, the one that carried the crate that's been kind of quiet this entire time. They're kind of a bit more shorter, like comparably to them. They're like 5'4". Seem to be human, but you can notice they're similar to Seiyun. They have dark skin, and there's this kind of like speckle of like there's like this glinting speckle throughout on their skin. It reminds you a lot of Seiyun. And they kind of speak up, or he kind of speaks up, and he's like, "Well, I'm not exactly surprised that they're like that. They're just spitting up bodily fluids. From my cursory glance of their predicament, I've noticed irritated eyes, strange amounts of fatigue, considering probably not getting a lot of sleep or rest. In
Any
aggressive.
Any aggressive like behaviors and stuff?
Not particularly. Though I have noticed that they've been something is odd with their not just their physical makeup.
Like how so? Anything particular?
Like their souls?
Yes, something particularly off about it. Not anything too noticeable. I'd almost say
I'd
too.
slide that down.
Yeah, he continues. He's like, not even. I'd say most wouldn't even notice it as well, but almost like a growth.
What kind of growth?
Not the good
Possession?
kind. No, not
Like a
entirely
tumor?
possession. Yes, like a tumor or a cancerous sore.
Then we know what it is then.
Is there a way you could check that on just like a quick check on anybody, randomly? Not randomly, but
I would need my
the
instruments on the ship, but I could do so. It would take me a minute, but I
Oh.
could do it. Why, is there a problem?
Oh no, just asking like.
No issue. Just
Yeah, no
just curious.
No issue, Mr. What's your name?
Ah, my name, I'm sorry. Should have introduced myself. I've been quiet this entire time. You may
Of
call
course.
me Reginald.
Reggie. Okay. Anytime. Reggie.
He nods. That works as well.
Yep. He smiles. So what kind of device you got for him?
For who?
For the soul stuff. Just to
Ah,
see.
well, we applaud ourselves with some of our stations and equipment on the ship. We have a medical bay, you could say, a medical wing, and we had just recently had something installed that's able to, well, it's a tank, I guess you could say, that you could sit in, and it can detect certain abnormalities, both physical and spiritual.
Any like bodies you have?
Bodies.
Yes. Alright, Clint. Any bodies to like, like
We
That
do
you
not have
tested
any.
on, I suppose.
He kind of shakes his head. We
Yes,
do not
and-
have any bodies, like dead bodies that we can use. I'm not even sure if it'll work.
I'm sure it'll work.
But no,
Tried
we
it
do
before.
have. You're asking if we have tried it before? We have not.
Well, if you encounter anything, you should probably do that.
Maybe, perhaps. Though I would have to
I
clean
suggest
it.
our teams keep in contact over what we find.
Yeah, we should probably keep in contact.
Kadath, no, she kind of nods. Of course, I believe that would be the best course of action.
So where's your group off to next?
South Delra. Well, sorry, no, it's Northern Delra, but first not Northern Delra. I apologize. The South Island of Delra, but the northern sector of it. And she'll point on the map as I go there to around this area.
Yeah, I figured it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Well, we're gonna go back to this. Gonna go back to the town. Close.
Yep.
Yes, I don't imagine we'll be going back to the Lapis province anytime soon. Probably not for another few months or so. The storms here are getting pretty bad in the swelling sea, so if we do go, we'll have to go around Delra.
Oh, nice meeting you guys.
Indeed, likewise, Shadow Guardians. Tia.
Mm.
She kind of gives a
Yep.
slight smile.
What's your team again? What's your team name? I should
good
ask.
team. I apologize. I think it's DM furiously looking for the guild team name. Probably should be able to look up guild team. And that should probably pop it up.
You would think.
You would think they would have it on hand.
I think it was... Okay. Shit. I don't... Okay. I thought wrong. There's a lot of times I say the name... I say guild team. Was it Shatter something? I think it was Shatter... was it Shatter or Chateau Nocturne? Something Nocturne.
Oh no, we're gonna be here, aren't we?
Shatter Nocturne. Yes.
Shadow Nocturne. Okay.
Yes.
Not bad of a name. Compared to Valiant Heart.
Name.
But what the Valiant Birds? No, I don't care for that.
She chuckles a bit when you say that.
Should probably put a TM on that too. She smiles at her.
Yes, it's quite strange to me, actually. I apologize, but it's quite strange to me because I was always under the impression that the Consortium preferred eagles. I mean, they have the Eagle Guards, the Eagle Knights. I mean, a lot of
Yeah,
the
well, they're
officials have eagle marks. So it's strange that the Altus people seem to gravitate around Hawks for as quote-unquote patriotic as they are.
I see. Well, that's probably something to look into.
Then again, they seem to have a very, we'll say, skewed understanding for their patriotism. Not all are
Very
included
skewed.
within it, it seems.
I'm sure. Good apples, probably in the bad apples.
Hmm. Well, in any case,
Ooh.
we will be seeing all of you in the future, hopefully.
Yeah, likewise.
She nods.
Update us on anything you find over in the west or the south.
Of course.
Mm.
And they will
Not gonna be bad.
take their leave.
Yep. Yeah. Give me consent to the group. So, what do we do now?
Head back to the town.
Ugh. Hopefully, I got money on me.
Brew kind of crosses his arms and he's like, should we look into finding... sorry. Should we look into finding out where these... Well, we know where the Veil tribe is, but should we look into finding out where Gilded Forges is now? The main camp, I mean. Even they weren't able to find it.
Probably get
Yeah,
some info.
that's where that was gonna be my idea.
Yeah. We should probably get into that fast. Then we go to the tribes.
Well, I guess we could also do vice versa. Maybe the tribe knows where they are.
Either could lead us to the other, so
Either way, we'll get our money's worth.
Well, I'm just positing things. It's up to everybody, of course. It's a group decision here. Kind just sits
Technically, you're
back
in
on
the
the
group.
crate.
Yeah, I see.
What do you
Titus, you want to take the lead?
He looks over. Oh, he stops and looks at you, Titus.
Yeah, spotlight on you.
suppose we better look for what the fuck are they called again?
Gilded Forges, the camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should look
The
for the
gilded
camp.
fucking
He kind of gives a look over to Apani, Sayun, and Gwendolyn, who have been rather silent this entire time.
They've
I
been
mean,
in the back.
I was just still in awe about Mountain Mama. Anyways.
Yeah. Seems like
Wasn't
get
even
started
paying
like,
attention.
oh shit, Sayun, what the fuck? You were there the whole time?
Indubitably.
God damn, indeed.
Brew kind of just laughs like a little bit. He's like, "You would very much like Alto, one of the Alto tribes, I believe."
Oh,
There's more.
more.
There's more.
Damn, there's more. She's like shaking at him. Oh.
I'm gnawing at the cage of my enclosure, please.
You know, like the Left 4 Dead 2 jockey that she rides on, like saying, let's go.
All right, we're gonna go upseas.
Nah, she's like riding like on your shoulders.
Sensational.
Did Apani
Sensational.
or Gwendolyn have anything to say?
Oh no, she's sitting back on this 3-legged chair again.
How'd you manage to get that? Okay, sorry.
That
Someone
chair.
opened my door and was like, "Hey, I have food," and I was like, "Ah, but how did you get it?" And then they closed the door and walked away. Nice. That's all right. Yes, is Apani and Gwendolyn here?
Aquani.
Aquani.
Nara?
Like water upon it.
Water Apani, are you here?
She was a bit eepy, so she probably fell asleep.
Hydroponics.
Maybe like that.
They do indeed doobly doo da do.
Lois! Are you asleep too?
Helping so hard.
Maybe. Either way, we'll just say they concur. So you are going to try and find the Gilded Forges camp, right? First, you're not going to go to the Veil Tribe
Yes.
or back to the town.
Well, we can go to the. Yeah, actually, let's go to the tribe to
Yeah.
find the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to the
A-
tribe.
As we like, yeah, as we
Yeah.
are like walking towards tribe, I want to like make like
Oh, you're
multiple
flying.
like perception.
You're not walking. You're
Oh,
flying. You have a
Yeah, I
ship.
was about to say, who's walking?
Fucking
Oh, yeah,
zoom.
let's
Yeah,
walk.
you don't need to walk.
Even
you,
if we
you,
were walking, I'd be flying.
Even
Yeah.
if I was walking,
Like,
I would
let's
still.
So you
I'm like,
managed to get.
Love having it.
damn.
Thank you. What's that face for? Sorry. All right. Words, brain having difficulties because I'm smelling food. Anyway,
We do that.
so
I
as
need to
you
eat.
guys get back into the ship, Casket for one, Quartz seems to be working fine now. Not many issues from the last time. You can see Crow is doing something on like he's sitting in the pilot seat and he's doing something and moving moving the arms and stuff, making sure things are working right. He's like, all right, seems to be working. Seems to be working fine. As long as we just don't do whatever we did a moment ago. And yep, that's
Stop
all he
thinking.
says. And Latricia will kind of come on the comms and say, "So where are we heading?"
Oh,
I tell her where whatever
Yeah.
little town that
All
area
right.
was that we.
Yeah, they told you like the coordinates of where it was. Like she can just
Yeah.
like go
Yeah.
that way. So yep, you
While
guys
they're
will.
doing that,
What?
yeah.
And while they're doing that,
probably like,
what are you doing?
yeah. I'm thinking I'll be helping Crow with the mech thing. Just
Okay.
want to see like I can delve into it.
Yeah.
Try it.
Just roll me a knowledge engineering just to see like what you can glean of what he's doing and then like what's like what you might be able to help with. Is everybody else going in different parts of the ship, like their quarters, or are they staying in the main hangar?
I'm going to meditate. I want to see if I can do a little soul searching.
Ooh.
Uh,
Go me a soul
oh,
sensing,
nice.
Titus.
Yeah.
Dragon, that'll be a
Yes.
natural 20.
Ooh, okay.
Hey, look at you!
Look at you, Emiko. She was a monster hunter, and she might kind of
that's
come into
awesome.
be an engineer as well as a
If I
monster
can
hunter.
find my actual dice.
I mean, after the thing with the console thing, yeah, she's probably cracked.
She had an epiphany moment, an awakening when she was almost
When
electrocuted.
she got
Yeah,
zappified.
she was like, I kind of like this shit. Hold up a minute.
Well, hold on.
Wait, hold on, this shit busting.
Yeah, so
Sees it as a challenge.
exactly. But yes, Emiko, you were actually able to keep up pretty well, even with your limited like technological knowledge.
Okay.
You're able to keep up pretty
Yeah.
well with what's happening. And Avery is like not like standoffish either. He might sound like a bit of an angsty teen. But he can be approachable, especially when he's talking about something that interests him, which he does like engineering. So, he kind of like pops out of the pilot seat and like kind of gets down, and you can see him like just checking the joints and stuff. You can pretty quickly tell he's like making sure there's no like extremities or anything like in the way of the joints movements for the mech initially. He's also, you can see with this little terminal he has, kind of like I'd almost describe it as like you could almost say it's like a tablet basically he has, and he's like scanning over different things with it. And you can see certain things are like scanning over and they flash like green, or yellow, and then he like presses something and he starts typing on the terminal again. And it seems like it's warnings or like errors. Probably just making sure that all the weapons and all the systems are working after that last system shock that happened. And it seems like most of things are going green. He does have a like kind of a tab, I'd almost say open, as he's kind of looking into the thing you guys were checking out. The specifically that special system And you can see has tried to breach it multiple times, but he has not been able to do so.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's doing what he can. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably like help him. Like, hey, what you doing, Avery?
And he kind
You're
of
like
looks. He's
trying to
like,
like
"Oh,
press it on.
I'm just doing final checks on this thing. We won't know if we're gonna need it or not, so may just want to make sure it's ready."
Whatever happens out there, we should definitely need all the things we get. Mm.
Yeah.
So did you ever like break into that thing, that special place?
Honestly, man, it kind of looks over. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how the fuck to get into that thing.
Smooth.
It is like an entirely different system is installed in this thing.
Hmm. Well,
There's
we
like
can probably like we can probably get into it if we like work together though.
maybe it's gonna take a. Honestly, it's not gonna be a quick hack. We're gonna need time, probably a few days of work doing this, but we could maybe.
Not maybe, more like an inevitability.
Yeah.
It'll be cracked sooner or later.
I tried to talk to Latricia about it, but she seems not as concerned about it.
You should probably be concerned for that,
Hmm.
but I don't know. Something's up with her. Hmm.
Who, Latricia?
She's like my. Yeah, probably. Who knows?
He kind of
I
looks
like
up.
her.
What do you think's wrong with her?
I don't know. After what I saw like a week ago, like the way she like looked, I don't know.
Not enough blinker
Hmm.
fluid.
It was more than a couple weeks, I think.
You talking about
Yeah.
when she grabbed Titus?
Yeah.
About 5 days, give or take, 4 or 5 days.
5 days.
Oh,
Oh, 5 days.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Because your trip was only about
Yeah.
4 days. 4.5.
It's been so long.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, it should be a cause for concern, anyways.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, in the academy, she was, fine. Kind of thinks. She kind of kept to herself for the most part. Didn't really have many friends, from what I understand, and well, I guess I should say until Kaya kind of introduced her around to us. And,
Yeah. Till you guys showed up. So yeah, guess you got friends.
Yeah. I heard she was I think she said she was from Dogma originally, but
Oh, come on. That's the name?
yeah, it's the country to the south of Lapsus, or I guess you could say to the east of Gara.
Make a check to see if I know that place.
Yeah, you can. Roll a knowledge. You can roll knowledge, nature, geography, or a knowledge, local, regal. Either or.
Okay. Cass, what are you about to say?
Oh, he was just gonna say like, yeah,
okay.
I don't know much about I don't know much about her history actually. She kind of kept to herself about it. I mean, I haven't really asked, to be fair, but
You should probably ask more.
I mean,
Anyway,
she
I
didn't
got
seem like
nothing.
it didn't seem like it mattered, you know.
Who knows? It'll probably pop up sooner or later.
Maybe, but I mean, she doesn't really pride about my history.
I mean, I can pry into your history if you want.
That's not an
She looked at
invitation.
it with
He just looks over. That's not an invitation.
Oh, damn. Oh, well.
Besides, it's pretty open and shut case with me. War orphan, refugee, went to study and learn at Gara. Got picked up by Kaya, and here I am, working for the guild.
Yeah, well, same thing. No bad. You know, went to places, get offered the job, like in the guild. Same thing.
Yeah, you could get a worse job. I mean, at least the guild, generally speaking, I'd say they're on the up and up on most things. I'd say they're more willing to help than hinder. I can't talk about all groups like that, though. God, I hate this
True.
country.
Yeah, same. Probably move.
Just to let you know, I got a 5 on that. Didn't hear me.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have an
okay.
11.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
no.
we'll say that your concentration is slightly hindered. We'll just say, I guess, as you're trying
Yeah,
to sense. But yes, you were
Hmm.
saying.
out of anger, I just start trashing the room.
Emiko, you
Yeah.
were saying.
Yeah, I have an 11 for that nature. I'm like for that role, for that the
Yeah,
nature.
so just generally speaking, you've heard of Dogma before. It's one of the other major like powers. They're also known as the Worm Empire or the Honed Empire. There's two nations actually that are mainstays in the Dogma region. Um, the landmass itself is shaped like a yin and yang with a circle in the middle of it. Where the Honed Empire is mostly fiends of a different assortment, few beastkin and such, and dragons that live there in the central area. And then the Worm Empire is the yin and yang sections. It's split up into 4 provinces. And that is mostly dragons. It's often called, Dogma is often called the lands of demons and dragons because of that.
Mm.
Um,
Honestly, if I ever want to like move out of country, I'll definitely go to Dogma.
I hear it's a nice place, better than this shithole, but it's got a lot of culture, got a lot of different types of people there.
Mm.
So honestly, if I had to
Mm-hmm.
advise a place, I'd honestly say go Gara.
Yeah, probably Gar. It's my second place.
Well, sorry, I guess I'd say if you wanted to live at a place, I'd say go Gara. But
Yeah.
Dogma's pretty
Hey,
cool, I
if job
guess.
over there, yeah, then I'll take it.
He's kind of thinking about something. You can tell.
Something on your mind?
Nah, just I'm thinking about what you said about Latricia. Just I don't know. I
Come
know
on.
a lot about her, but
Spill the beans.
I feel like I don't know as much as I should. I guess for as close as we are.
Well, sometimes we all have secrets of our own.
I guess so.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
She'll tell me, I guess, when she wants to, if she wants to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She knows. Anyway, I want to get back to the mech.
Right. You look like he was a
Yeah.
bit daydreaming for a second, but he's like, right.
Yeah.
And he goes back to
She gives her like annoying grin. Yeah. I can see.
he looks over. You can see what?
Anyway.
He's like, what's that look for?
Anyway.
He's like getting indignant. What do you mean? What are you looking at me like that for? What's that grin for?
Yeah, she's silent. She just like goes back to whatever, like just to see like the fix and stuff. Mm-hmm.
What?
That grin effect on her face.
He just like you could just see him grumbling. He's like, whatever. And he just like goes back to working. Seiyun, Casket. Anything you want to do on your while you guys are waiting?
Guess I would like to check on the mech too, you know? Just to see if there's any sentience left in there.
Left?
And definitely tend to my garden. Most definitely.
The garden.
Yes, very important garden. And my crickets. Gotta find something to I've been just feeding them random shit up until this point. They haven't complained.
You're just feeding your
Just make a
crickets
whole
metal.
vivarium at this point.
It's just random shit like oil.
Your crickets are going to be extremely mutated. I hope you know that.
They will be robots.
I hope they grow like 3
Your
sizes.
crickets are gonna stand upright.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Cricket.
My cricket's gonna talk in binary, okay?
I like
Well,
this guy.
Beep, bop, boop,
Your
boop,
crickets are doing fine. They
They
happily jump when they see you.
Nice.
As for you, Seiyun, what did you say you were gonna do?
I like the possible I could talk to Kaya.
Kaya? Sure. You wanna give her another call? Well, you don't know that, but yeah, give her a call.
Yeah, let's let's call Kaya. I want to see what she's up to.
So you give Kaya a call. Rings for a minute, and then eventually, it locks in. And you hear Kaya on the comms, and she's like, "Yes, hello. What's wrong? Oh,
Nothing's wrong. Oh, hello. Nothing's wrong. I just wanted to check in on you. It's been a while since we talked.
I mean, I guess it's been about 4 days."
Life is very short. I almost died.
She's like, "Oh,
I
that's."
just realized.
It's like, "Oh,
Recently
that's."
found
Are you not doing all right? Is there some? Are you having problems with your psyche about everything happening? I can file for some type of mental evaluation if you need.
I think we're beyond mental evaluation, but that's not what I'm talking to you about.
Oh no.
I just really, I just really wanted to just see how you were doing.
Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm looking into that thing that Imiko, Casket, and Avery were looking into. You can see she's like her. There's kind of the voice trail, like she's looking at something, but she's still there, like she's not leaving the call.
Yes, she's a little preoccupied.
Yakipado.
Preoccupado.
Dive deep, get stuck in.
Well, if it's not too much trouble, when you're not busy, would you mind? You see, like saying, like, look. Yeah, like he has like the lead paint stare. He's like, and like saying like regains consciousness or regains focus. He's like, oh yeah, I would like to hang out with you one of these times when you're not busy.
Yeah, no thanks. Roll my charm.
Oh,
shit!
Ooh.
I see what's going on here.
It's
Dang,
a
didn't
racist
know.
or wasteful.
Is
Let's find out.
this my era? Let's see. Hold on.
As my
I
moment
forgot what
finally
the charm
comes.
was.
Let it be just a new era.
It's time to play the game.
It's time to play the game.
Wow.
Oh, 22!
Nice. That's my boy.
She kind of
That's
thinks.
my boy.
I'm getting this burn mama in the bag.
He's a fucking joke.
She kind of says, "Sure. Actually, that'll be a good idea. Then I can give you a psych evaluation myself. I'm not as good of a medical physician as Fari is, but I'm sure that I can figure out some things, diagnoses and such."
Indeed. I can't wait to see you.
I can't wait
Well,
to
and
see
If you are having,
I-
she looks over. If you do notice you're having notably difficult issues with your mental stability, definitely report it though. I want to make sure it's not any of the Elon equipment or the mechs doing anything to you.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's not like I'm seeing visions or anything yet.
Well, that's a
Yeah,
good
saying
thing,
like
guys.
y'all dying like that.
Quite charming. Got a mental evaluation.
Hey guys, I got a date. Yeah, with the doctor. Yep, I'm getting a mental evaluation.
Yeah. Who'd have think, like
She
in the
says
back.
that.
That's why he's the
It's the go. She says I get a special jacket if I pass.
No, even if you fail, you get a jacket. You know.
And grippy socks too.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you get a special jacket and their phone number.
With tassel.
Avery's sitting over there while he's with Imiko, and he's like, "Why am I getting this weird sensation? Like, I really want to hit Titus for some reason." This disturbance in the
felt
force.
like, she felt bad like Avery and said like, yeah, same.
Hmm.
You want to go hit him now?
No, I don't even know what he's doing.
Yeah, but I can
Just
feel a
wanna-
disturbance
just
in the
wanna
force.
hit him.
Just cut
Yeah.
to me raging.
Cut to Titus in the other room. Just, damn it, I can't focus. like, and I think cutting back.
He's in the Yamcha pose.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn
He's
it, damn
like-
it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
Ah,
But
But yeah,
Lots
Titus,
of
she kind of nods. She's like, sure, but we can definitely have an engagement like that.
An engagement already?
an
Damn.
engagement. God damn.
Good lord.
Already to step 9.
That's step 9.
And then, but yeah, if you
What's
have
step
Titus,
5?
is there anything else you want to tell or ask her? Or are you?
Think
I
some
said
steps
Titus.
are-
Sayun. I'm sorry, Sayun. Is there
Oh.
anything you want to?
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Anything else I want to do?
I
Love
don't know.
triangle.
I'm asking you. I don't
All I
know.
wanna do. See you turn.
I mean, the
know.
thing I want to do. I mean, that's later. But,
I'm gonna do that over the call.
Avery gets more angry. Doesn't know why. Anyway.
now he wants to hit Sayun.
Yeah.
I even taught to Sayun. But yeah, like
Yeah. Oh yeah. Himiko's gonna look
Oh.
at Avery like, huh. Yeah, I definitely do want to hit Titus for some reason.
and I guess Sayun's is gonna go back to his. Actually, you know what? I want to practice, if possible, making traps.
Okay. Yeah, you can. Just like, I'd say that would count for training time for about an hour or so. Of you,
We can trade,
World
right?
order.
Yep, working on how to make traps. Anything in particular you're
Nice.
focusing on, or just like traps in general? Any type of creatures specifically, or just kind of a general.
I was thinking like
Traps.
I was thinking like just I guess because I guess I want to like deal with like basically big monsters, so like a pitfall trap or something like that. I don't know.
Okay. You can actually pull up some information from the guild because they actually do have pitfall traps and such. And kind of
Oh,
see
the way of
Ooh.
the
study like what exactly how they make them work and stuff, and maybe if you might want to make some customization to a pitfall trap,
Oh, sweet.
like make it like build with spikes or something, So yeah, you can start looking into that. About an hour. And
1 hour
everybody,
of training.
once you get there, oh, right. So you're flying. So as you're flying, it's getting a little bit cloudier. You don't think it's going to rain yet, but it does look like there's a bit of overcast starting to form.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like call in like electrician and say, hey, is everything fine outside?
Yes, it's just a bit hard to see. Oh, what's that? Something on the radar. One moment.
Yeah. What kind?
I'm looking. Oh, and then as she says that, there's a few blips. 3, 4 of them. She looks, and you can see she's like, one moment, I need to. One of them should be close enough to.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
Great.
Oh boy.
She's like looking. Okay.
What have we done here?
There's Beastkin riding they're wearing red, orange, and green. Fed armor, plates, strip metal.
Does that description mean something to us?
Yeah, it's at the trip.
Brew kind of on the console say, I think we found our Veil Tribe people. And she's like,
Good.
maybe. They have the symbol, I'm looking at them now. They're motioning for us to
Are you
descend.
letting everyone know this, or?
Yes, she is now like open the
Okay.
comms to everybody. She's like, they're motioning for us
Yeah.
to descend right now.
Well,
Alright then.
They're right. Yep, as you guys, she's like, I'm going to start descent sequences. Everyone hold on.
wait, what? And I could get pinball.
She'll mention that they're flying these they're flying these very large construct birds.
Oh. Oh yeah.
They're in here with us.
It doesn't take that long for you
Can
guys
I
to.
don't know, look out the window or something?
Yeah, you can see them.
Yeah, look out.
There's about 4 that are kind of circling the ship, and a kind of
Do I know which one is the leader of the group?
It's hard to tell. They all seem to be wearing mostly the same. Like, not the same... Okay, actually, not the same clothing. Just, like, the same colors and nothing very distinguishable about. Like, no one stands out as this is the leader. They all seem to be very, like, uniquely armored and clothed.
And what race would they be?
Beastkin. Mix of lizard... You see lizardkin. You see, an auroch, it looks like. And you see two, servalkin, which are, like, basically cat people. They look like panthers.
Ooh, okay. Khajiit. That's all right.
One of them actually does have tiger stripes, you see. And the other one has black fur.
Do we know the significance of that? Think you talked about that?
I did. If you're, so I misspoke, the earlier session, and I gave you the wrong names, and I corrected that and added you, a couple days ago with the correct ones. But yes, you were told about, you were told about two people, the leaders of the Vale tribe. One of them a servalkin mixed with a demonkin, and the other one a ruby-scaled drakeshore.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But that's none of them up here, right?
You haven't met them before, and you weren't really given a full description outside of that. But
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay, and I tell like Lisha, take us down.
She's like already on it, as you guys land.
Oh yeah.
There.
I compose myself again. Put my cloak on and then head out to the what's it called? Wherever the doors are.
Yep, you can see that the large construct birds land as well, and their riders get off their mounts. Well, two of them get off.
Yeah, she swaggers. Yeah, he swagger behind Titus.
Yep, the lizardkin gets off, and same with the tiger striped servalkin. They get off and they approach the back of the ship where all of you basically will be. And now that you're landed, I'd say you'd be able to see this as well. You are, so first of all, you can see that there is, you can look from side to side, and you see you're a little bit more in the like hilly ridge area. You're not on the coast anymore. You're actually like, further inland. And there are several, like I said, several armored people around you. At a glance, you can tell most of them are beastkin. Or at least I'd say mostly beastkin. It's hard to tell if they're full beasts or they might be mixed with something.
Hybrid and stuff.
But you can also see there's quite a few other people around. Their armor and attire is kind of like, again, a jumble of different things. Those colors stay like relatively the same, the color gradients, but for the most part, they all have like various different things and iconography they wear. You can see several other beastkin as the door opens up in the back of the ship. Several other beastkin around, and even some fiends that are walking around, and even a few. You think they're elves. They look a little bit like more mixed breed like. You can see like they have fur on their arms and stuff. And they're wearing like these thick like these thick cloaks of fur and scales and such on them.
Would any of them look familiar to me? Not necessarily familiar, just like recognizable.
Recognizable. You can roll me a knowledge local regal. Yeah.
While he's doing that, can I like
don't fuck me in this?
Make
I hate this. Sorry, I'm looking for my dice right now. I'm sick of this shit. This is the third time.
Was that you?
No way. While he's doing that,
I got a 9, by the way.
Okay.
Actually, wait, that's not a 9.
I want to like make a perception check just to see like if there's anything off.
Yep, roll me an awareness.
Like just in case. Yeah.
That's an 11 I got.
11.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm sorry. I meant to say inspection. You were right. My bad.
Inspection or awareness?
Inspection.
Okay.
Inception.
I assume everybody is going out the back of the ship to greet your people? Or greet these people?
Yeah.
Coolio.
Up before. Nothing out of the ordinary.
At least I'm not the only one getting shitty rolls.
Yeah.
Still angry about it.
We get to share in the shit.
Well,
So
Where
inspection
is
for
my
what was that?
it was for Emiko. She was looking around the area a bit.
Ah,
Yeah.
Where's my die sack?
Hmm.
well, if you're getting shitty rolls, just don't roll. That's what I usually do.
What did you get, Emiko?
That was a 4.
Ah, yeah, that's a no.
Oh.
Perhaps. Well, yes, the the person will approach you.
Shit.
So now that you
double
see,
shit.
and I should also go into. Oh, I guess I'll describe it here. But now that you're like a little bit more directly, you can see they're all the people that were mounting those construct birds. They had these like special helmets on, probably for like flying type thing, and you can see the Servalkin woman. She takes off the helmet, and the other one, the Lizardkin, who's actually, I think, oh yeah, they're actually a Servalkin mixed with a Lizardkin. My bad. So you can see they have like fur going down their back and along their forearms and such, and they have these like kind of like more like cat ear type on the like sides of their head. I'd say not on the top sides. And they have like the snout of like a lizard, and a large tail with a strip of fur that goes down their back and all the way to the tip of their tail.
Yeah. Emiko's like looking up and down like, huh.
Yep.
Nice.
The Servalkin, though, the main woman, will approach you, and she'll take off the helmet. She has deep magenta eyes with a hint of red, kind of like towards the lower part of them. And she has dark. She has red and dark purple tiger stripes across her fur.
How tall is she?
She is about 6 foot.
Why am I the only short one?
And she's not like, so if you remember, Tadath was a lot more physically big and like muscular. She has very refined musculature.
She's sleek and slim.
She's definitely got musculature to her, but it's more toned than it is like pronounced, like Tadath was.
She is unabashed. Emiko's like unabashed. She's like looking like, oh.
I walk up confidently.
As you walk up, she holds out a hand, like a clawed hand, in like a open stop type motion. Says, "State your name. Who are you all?"
Tsuragi, Emiko.
I lower my hood. My name is Titus Crow.
She nods.
We are guild. We are guild members, the Shadow Guardians, and
TM.
Yeah.
And we're here to investigate.
You got something there?
So my hunch was right. You are guild officers.
Yep. Don't worry. We're not gonna do anything wrong.
She nods.
All right. And what's your name?
She kind of says, I think her name is, yes, she is Nelissi Gale is her name. She will say Nelissi Gale.
Nelissi?
Nelissi.
Pleasure.
She nods.
Yeah.
She doesn't approach you, by the way, yet. She's just still kind of standing there. Her hand's now no longer outstretched, but it's kind of like to her side. And she just kind of looks all of you up and down for a moment. You see the Lizardkin does the same.
Yeah, you go wave like, hello.
I know we're good looking, but are you gonna keep staring at us all day, or are we going to sit down and talk?
I mean, I can stay all day, though.
You can stand and talk here. What business do you have?
Trying to help you guys.
We are looking for what was the name of that damn group again?
The iron, like, what was it? What the, like, the mercenary group?
Her eyebrow raises.
Above board. Yeah. What was
Like
the militia
Legion
group again?
something?
The
Is it
Iron Legion.
Iron. Is it the Iron Legion?
Anyone want to help them out?
Please.
Help. My brain's
How
small.
is going? This is
It
why
was
we
like
need to
that.
write shit down.
Say you
Yeah,
Casket?
I had.
You got the wrong
let
fella.
me give this. So wait,
How are we
Valiant
distant?
something. Was that it? Valiant something?
No, the Valiant Birds. No, the Valiant shit birds. I forgot.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Is that what you say, Emiko,
Yeah.
or do you say are you like saying that above table?
Kind of like above and kind of like in the
A little
character.
above, a little.
I'm waiting to see what the DM does before I decide.
Dragon, it is the Valiant something, right?
You are right. It is the Valiant something. Yes.
The Valiant Birds.
Something.
Valiant Eagles.
You
Yeah.
were
Roll a
close.
Recollection.
You can roll a recollection.
Even though
You
I
know
got
what? I'll-
-1 in it,
You know
I
what the
still
funny
try.
thing is? I started.
It's just been
writing it
constant
down.
5.
Wow. Refresh your
let me
page. You
check.
might want to refresh your page, Paul.
I'm gonna try that because I'm gonna stack.
Let me do recollection just to see if
Thank you.
One recollection left.
please.
You know, I started writing down the Valiant, and then I didn't finish the writing it down part. I might not be the best at note taking.
That's hilarious.
I just
That'll be
forgot
12.
to write the
Yeah.
rest, I guess.
I have a fucking notebook that I didn't use.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a 12. Do you reckon?
A 12? I'd say because you remember it.
We know half. We know
Since
half,
you
right?
know half of it, I'll give you it with a 12. Valiant Hawks. You were close when you said Valiant
Okay.
Shitbirds. Because I was like, well, you knew it was a bird. You just didn't. You just didn't make
Yeah.
the connection on what bird.
Yeah, I don't care for such pedestrian names.
Valiant Hawks, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, heard you like tribe got got a run-in with the Valiant Hawk. Or I would say Valiant Shitbirds to be exact.
Personally, I would say, I mean.
Yes,
Titus rolls his eyes. We were
yes,
hoping
a few
to find
days
it.
ago we had a standoff with them.
Yeah.
Several to be more exact.
Several, you say? God damn. Must be quite popular then.
Yes, the local Lapsians and their hired thugs.
Yeah. True that.
Yep, I know where they were. Or where they came from.
Yeah. You got the camp? Anything else?
She kind of thinks for a moment. The lizardkin beside her, she looks like they want to say something, but they don't. They just kind of like bite their tongue for now. And the woman, which I did say, yeah, I'd say her name, Nasili. Nasili will kind of look and say,
Okay.
"What reason do we have to trust that your actions here will actually be to our betterment?"
Because we hate shitbirds? She said, like, matter-of-factly.
There's many Lapsians that claim they're not exactly fans of Altus or their cohorts either. Nevertheless.
Well, we're not Lapsians.
Yeah, we're not. I mean, have you seen me?
You're right, you're outsiders.
Have you seen any of us?
Indeed.
Which still
Indeed
leads me
we
back
are.
to my question. What reason do we have to trust you?
We are a guild, in fact. Part of our
Yeah.
job is helping people, no matter how tedious the work is.
And to mop up the meth.
She kind of thinks for a
Now,
minute.
helping you isn't beneficial to our mission.
And it'll be beneficial to you.
Mutualism. I am familiar with the situation.
Yep.
She sits up a little bit more. So, what would you like to know about them?
Everything
The
you know.
locations. Yeah, locations, anything like they. Have you ever heard of like a mine they're trying to do? Any
Yes, what they're
excavation
mining
stuff?
here. It's
Yes.
some form of sludge or gunk that can be pretty nasty when creatures are exposed to it, the burn off or otherwise. My people long ago
It's like
outlawed the usage of such
hmm.
creature, we'll say things, not creatures, sorry, such things, even remotely
When you
related to it.
when you say sludge, was it like green and stuff?
Did it have a glow?
Roll me,
Yes.
I'll let you, choose one of you who has the higher plus here, logic or sympathy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I have logic.
I
And,
have
because she'll continue for a second.
1+ in both. Yeah, you go.
Yeah, whichever one of you has the higher plus, go ahead and roll it, and I'll continue.
The
Plus in what?
In logic or sympathy.
and that will be a nat 20.
Mm.
25.
Look at you. This is
Look
why I don't
at
roll
you.
anymore.
Himiko. Look, she might seem like the bloodthirsty, mindless type, but she's got a mind on her, alright?
Somewhere in
There's
there, there's
something.
a mind, and it's working.
It's how I survived it at this point.
Yeah, you know?
Considering I'm the one that touched the goo and went crazy and she almost licked it.
I'm
nothing
learning.
happened.
I'm learning that Himiko actually is the,
Oh no, I am
the
not.
more mentally
She is
sound
not
one.
learning. She will lick that.
But yeah, she will continue as you ask that question. She'll say, "The consortium's less conscientious about the environment we share, and yes,
Yeah.
if you are
Well, fuck.
curious, it is green. It can be at least
Green.
or black."
Yeah. Emiko like looked at Titus. Yep.
I look back, make a little face, and then look back at whatever faces.
Yeah,
Alright.
Nalusi.
Do
Nalusi.
you happen to have
No, we do not.
him?
Good.
We do
Well,
not
you
keep
know,
it
more
around with
than-
us.
Fair enough.
Mm.
All right then. I suppose a location of one of the mines would be
Yep.
more useful than anything else.
And he
We can
captured
start
like
our
people you
search
get.
there.
Yeah.
I think. So she gonna think. So you really are curious about this stuff, aren't you?
Oh.
Let's say
very
we
much.
have a deep investment.
Yeah, she grins. well, he says that.
We have to be.
Fine. Then I will share with you what the knowledge my people has on it. Then.
He Info like flashes a thumbs up. Yeah.
Though I hope it does not fall on deaf ears like it did the Lapsians for many centuries at this point. Did you know
No
that?
way. They won't.
She
Oh,
looks
you go
over
ahead.
and she motions to like across the coast and further out. Did you know that Delra's southern area used to be a lush jungle over 100 years ago? Now it's a no man's land, an arid dominion of nothing but sand and soot. Same with
Global
Memorem.
warming is here too? Damn.
Yeah.
Same
Can't
with
have
Memorem,
shit in this place.
before they bombed
Can't
it with
have
the alchemical fire nearly a decade ago. Though I imagine that was a
Can't
quicker
have
change.
Hmm.
My people call
Well.
this what you called green stuff. We call it the Whisper's Crust. It's
The
a
Whispers
mineral.
Crust. As in, like, related to the Whispering God?
She kind of looks, you seem quite learned, little Sylvan.
Like I
Yep.
said, we're invested.
Yep.
Well, yes, it
Indeed.
does. It's a mineral that can be found all across Lapsus, actually. When it does, my
Yeah.
people send shamans and mystics out to purge it from the area a variety of ways. We don't actually know what it is, though, if that's to be fair. We know, well, we know some things about it. and we know what it can cause, and that's a reason enough for us to do what we do. Night terrors, mental and physical weakness, and a strange siphoning effect across the local environment and the creatures. All of which...
Hallucination?
Yes, all of which we try to avoid. However, we have not seen this before. Whatever
Any
the...
like temporary cures?
Some. But whatever they're doing or adding to produce this sludge and gas, it's killing the environment at an even rapider rate. Remember what I just told you about the 100 years ago situation?
Yes.
Come here.
People tend to do love.
She will turn and like motion for you with her tail to follow her and the lizardkin. And will take you off. They will take you about a 5-minute trek away from the away from the encampment to where there's a ridge overlooking an area. And when she points down, you can see it's about like about an 80-foot drop off this ridge. When she points, and you can see there is basically a bunch of trees and not upturned dirt, but just a bunch of like wilted trees missing their foliage. You can see like almost what looks like black stains in the ground itself.
Wow.
Rot and like a rapid rate of decay across like parts of the landscape.
Ain't that a beaut?
The somewhat red and maroon ferns you've seen now crusted black and brown with a somewhat like ill odor in the area you can smell. Even the less like like we'll say sensitive of you of that, but Imiko, you can definitely smell it. I'd say you have keen senses.
Yeah, she coughed a little and like
It's like the best description I would say is it's like the smell of a decaying corpse or like rotted meat and vegetables mixed together.
Yeah, up to like 1,000. Yeah, she takes in the smell and the sight, and she's like, "Ooh, damn."
Who farted?
Wish I came here.
When they were busy kicking us out of our area, one of our scouts mentioned seeing, well, the results you can see here.
Abominations.
More so than you realize. We've seen one of the workers as well, being carted off onto one of those trucks, with half his body melted off, exposed bone and gristle. Still, and you want to know the odd thing about it?
Was he like he had tumors in his soul?
He was still moaning in pain.
Yeah. Sounds like an infection, all right.
That green and black sludge on him. Yes. I don't particularly... She says, I will place my weapons on the table here. I don't particularly care for these backwater locals, considering how they feel about my kin. Despite that, this image is not one I wished for them. Neither my people.
I mean, if they haven't been like a fucking total like dicks about it, then why then just leave them to without.
No, Yumiko, no.
Ugh, fine. Can probably help them. Probably.
We wish to help them.
Help them and help you, in particular.
She kind of thinks. She nods. It's like looks like she was mulling something over, but she just kind of nods.
Like good things or bad stuff? It's in a little mind.
She'll turn, looking away from the over top the ridge now, back to you. You can see like the constructs they were riding have like walked over as well, and they are just kind of. She kind of looks at you all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you propose? My people have our plans. What are you planning?
Like we told you, mop the mess up.
For the most part, for
Yeah.
starters, I say information.
Mm.
There's a lot we
Information.
don't know about a lot of this shit. Figure it out, we'll have a more solid plan. But our overall goal is to just make sure shit like this doesn't happen everywhere.
Yep. Make sure it gets clean, nice and tidy.
Brew kind of. I guess Brew would mention something. He kind of looks over.
Hmm.
He'll put his hands behind the back of his head and kind of speak. Out of curiosity, why have you all tried reaching out to the local Lapsians? And she kind of looks. There's a little bit of like an eyebrow raise, like a knowing, like, are you serious? Like, it's like,
yeah,
forgive
actually,
us.
Titus looks back at him too.
It's like, to put it simply,
sometimes.
the same reason they do not approach us is the same reason we do not approach them as easily. Lack of trust. When their country failed its war of aggression against the Garan, sending theirs and our kin to die in a meat grinder to the south. Or beyond, for that matter. Did they hear any of our complaints or our cries of pain? I think
they heard, they just listen.
Never know.
When
Maybe
for
there's like a
nearly
good
2
apple.
centuries they lauded our people as simple beasts, corrupting their children and taking their women, or whatever random spurious claim by these birds in cages.
Taking the women, taking the men, same old
Eating the
racism.
dogs, eating our pets.
I mean, she looks sheepishly like,
He's like,
maybe?
Emiko's like, I mean, have you tried dog though?
I mean, like, be for real, for real.
She kind of looks over to Brew. Maybe a few out of history have been attempted to help, but never in aggregate did they ever make change. Maybe it's to try asking first. I will not offer my aid or my kin's lives for theirs at the moment. If their corruption extends out further, then we will simply cut it from the stem and keep them out of our lands. What lands we have remaining, I should say.
That's fine with us.
That's fair enough.
The lizardkin actually does speak up. She's like, here. But, Miss Gale, you said that if they were endangered, we consider aiding them.
Oh? Is that so? And your name? She asks like the lizardkin.
She looks over. You can. She's like, my name is Aloha. By the way, this is the name I accidentally gave you. Aloha, Angel Tiger.
Laura with a hell scrape.
Yes, I gave you the wrong last name, and I gave you the first name was correct, the last name was not correct, and it was also the wrong person. It's not Allure Hellstripe. It is Allure Angel Tiger.
Angel Tiger.
Angel Tiger. Angel Tiger.
Yes.
The lizard's name is Angel Tiger.
And there's like a little tiger right in front of us.
She looks over. She's like, "Yes, I have." She looks over. I assume none of you are as approached with Alto, culture, right?
Himiko like rolls her eyes so far up to the back of her head, like, ugh. Yeah, but she doesn't speak.
It's like, well, this is not that abnormal for our naming conventions.
It's like calling Cass Robot Tin Man.
It is not made in a way that is supposed to be a... How would you put it? It is not made in disrespect.
Oh.
It's just a matter of fact.
Well, matter of factly. Really? Angel fight? Angel Tiger?
Angel fart? What the?
Angel
Or-
fart?
Angel fart.
She's like, well,
Angel
that actually is quite disrespectful. She kind of looks at you with a bit of annoyance.
That's wild.
She holds up her hand. Hey, hey. Okay. Just move. Okay. Didn't mean by it.
Anyways, she looks over. If anyway, as what? Sorry, what was? I can't remember. Did someone ask something, or was she just responding to?
Oh yeah, you asked her name.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
She would say her name unless you asked something else.
And then
She
she said
was
like,
just talking about
yeah, she was talking
said
about like,
that,
Oh,
like
the
yeah, you
aid.
actually wanted to
yes, they were willing to aid
aid
if they
them.
approached them. She says, she
Yeah.
kind of coughs a bit. They said that if they approach us for aid, then I believe that we should aid them.
Hmm.
Placing our best paw
And-
forward, I guess you can say. New era's chieftain a hook would say so. She kind of looks over, not like a side eye in like terms of disrespect, but
And
more
did anyone
like
like?
meekness. Kind of looks over at the other one. Looks at I'm sorry, her name Anisili. There's like a little bit of an eye of like, can I continue? And she just kind of sighs and nods. The Miss Hook is the main chieftain in the tier, one of the main ones. She looks over, well, she's a lot more forward-thinking for the Alto people.
Hmm.
And she's willing to be more approachable to the Lapsians in spite of things. I just thought it would be... I like the expression. She just kind of looks down.
Well, that's a good idea though. Did they?
You cut out, Pepper. Oh, I cut out. I see.
Hmm.
Hello?
Oh yeah. No, I asked. Oh, yeah. I asked like, did they ever like come to you for aid? Seems like a good idea, don't you think?
She looks up, like about to say something, and she kind of looks back down. And Nasili will speak. No, they have not. Too prideful, I imagine.
Maybe they're getting cut down by their own people to do that. Who knows? Could always
Well,
ask them.
shortly we will probably have an answer.
Hmm.
She would say, my my throat, sorry. Chieftain Joanna has decided that she would go herself and meet with them at the encampment that we'd found.
Oh. And has she come back?
Not at the moment. We are waiting to hear word from her.
And we should probably go there just in case. Don't you think, Titus?
I am not worried about her safety.
Oh no.
And why's not?
Because there's always third parties around, you know. She waggles her finger.
She kind of... You said, why did you say that, Titus?
Yeah.
Hmm. There's a little bit of, like, a chuckle, like, under her breath when you ask that question, and she just says...
There's like a speck of, like, inquisitiveness in Titus's face. And a little bit of a smirk.
Monsieur... the other lizard can... Or the what is it? Allure will speak up, and she will say, Miss Joanna is... She's quite more approachable than others are, but she's also quite, I don't think that we need to be concerned about her safety.
Who knows?
Noted.
Okay. But just so you know, we should probably pay them a visit, though.
You're gonna nod.
I'm just saying.
Maybe. You said, what did you mean by third parties?
Well, since it's like, you know, You said like it probably involves like the Whispering God. Probably there's gonna be cultists around. Who knows?
She kind of looks
Indeed.
over, and yeah, what is it? Nisili kind of laughs. Cultists, you say? There are no cultists for the Whisper.
She raised the eyebrow like, really now?
It is the cult.
There are no cultists for the Whisper. Only the Whisper and its machinations.
Sorry,
Weird.
one more time. What that was? There's no cult for the Whisperer, just the Whisperer.
Yes, she said, and its machinations.
Ah, and it's machination.
Is that like matter of factly, or is that just like telling herself that?
Are you asking that question to them? Are they? Do they mean
board.
like? Oh, above board.
I am. You know.
Okay. Oh, I cut out. I heard I am, and then I cut out. Oh, one sec.
What that meant.
Yeah, what that meant. What do they mean by that? There's no cult for this one particular god. Oh, fuck you too, lady.
She looks over and she says, well, the Whisper is a entity in our folklore, you could say. Many things that have gone wrong for our people and others are the result of its machinations and its will. Whether or not Lapsians broadly believe that to be the case, it is the case that it is true.
And you don't think there's gonna be like a cult? Yeah,
I doubt
there will be. I don't doubt it. She gives like a matter of factly stare, like, yes, there will be a cult. I just know it.
All right.
Yeah. So what did you get? A roll?
Yeah, I think I want to roll. Can I like read this lady?
Like a mood? Yeah, go ahead. Roll mood.
My mood again. What's my mood again?
I was looking up something about Joanna.
Okay, something has to be bugged because this is the 5th 5.
Damn.
What the fuck? Go roll again.
Just
roll
change,
again, just to
change where you roll it. Just change
roll
where
it. Roll again. I just want to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, roll.
Okay, I'm gonna roll one more time.
Cause that seems
okay.
fishy.
That's 17. That was wild.
Just to prove a point, it's
Now
like
it's different.
it just changed that one. The next time you need to roll, it'll be a 5.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Can I make a roll for mood?
Yes, you can. You also have a passive mood.
Well, I'll use it for it.
11.
Yeah, mine's 11 for it.
Feel free to roll active if you want to, since you mentioned it.
That will be a 15.
All right.
Well, she will look to you, and as she's kind of like slightly, definitely like, what's the word? Very cocksure, we'll say, of her thoughts on this matter. You don't detect like that she's lying or anything. Like whatever what she's been saying, she's been honest with you. Like the fact that she doesn't believe that there's a cult or anything, or there could be. She seems like very matter of fact about it. That doesn't mean that that's true, because obviously there can always be be more information that she is unaware of or you are unaware of. But that's what like she seems like very sure of. Even the other one doesn't seem like too perturbed by the idea that there could be a cult around this, or like the idea of it could be a thing.
All right.
She kind of the younger one kind of says the Whisperer doesn't really need a cult. It just makes, well, it corrupts what it needs to and uses what it wants. Once you've heard its voice, it will never let you go. Well, there are
so that's a cult. Yeah. If it's like has its claws on you, that is a cult.
She said, and she kind of says, the Nilithia would kind of say, cults normally involve people being able to join them, we'll say.
Willingly or unwilling?
Well, I wouldn't exactly define the things that the Whisperer
Usually
can do as
both.
making you a person
Indeed.
anymore. You're not exactly a person anymore after that.
Well, cults don't need that anyway.
That's fair. And mind you, I don't mean person in the human-only context that a lot of Lapsians mean. I mean
Yeah.
a person.
True, true. Anyway, let's get back on topic. So about your chief, we should probably head to pay a visit to her, just in case. You know.
Feel free. I'm sure
Well,
the
no.
Sunbringer will give you a delightful smile.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means nothing perturbed. Why would it mean something perturbed? She kind of gives you like this quizzical look.
You raise the brow in return and just like shrugs. Alright then.
I
So,
am.
This
I have
conversation's
no
getting
need to lie
nowhere.
to you, nor do I have
I
any need to
know.
mislead, or give you some
Okay.
kind of false sense of concern.
Hmm.
I am matter of fact
Okay.
as a person.
Well, that's alright. Titus, you want to take the lead?
Both.
Mm.
Any place to rest up? Like a, I don't know.
I mean, you can rest on your
I'm
ship.
sure it's no tavern or anything.
Oh, you mean in
Just
the
a
Vale
place to
encampment? You
lounge
mean?
and relax.
You mean in the? You mean like, can we go into the encampment? Is that what you're gonna ask?
Oh, we're not even in the encampment?
No, you're outside of it. You're on a ridge.
Okay, well then I asked to go into the encampment.
She kind of looks at you up and down. Why don't you go speak with Lady Joanna first?
Ooh.
Oh.
Very well.
Mm.
I look her up and down as well, and then I say, point me the way.
Yeah, you make a roll for
Unless you'd
either.
like to escort me. Yourself.
She kind of says, I have important things to attend to.
Of course.
Oh.
Of course.
However,
What kind?
I'll keep you to
Elora.
Mm.
She looks over. She's like,
Okay.
"Yep, yes, miss." She's like, make sure they are not lost. The planes in this area can get many wayward travelers quite lost. So
Oh, I'm sure we won't get lost. It's all right. Hmm.
We'd appreciate the tour.
Hmm.
and she would like. She's like, all right.
Very much would get lost.
I would not get lost.
Elora will
I see.
You
move
will be
over
the first one.
to with you
I
all,
hope
and
not.
yeah, you will see Nasili. She will make her way back to the camp. She will mount her sky beast, and she will flat back over to the camp. The others also leave
Really?
you.
Damn.
She
Alright, let's follow them.
Elora kind of looks up and she's
Check.
like, "You can follow me. Don't worry." She'll get on top of her, this giant like mechanical bird. You notice she puts the helmet back on.
I take to the skies as you can think about jumping on the ship.
Are you gonna be?
Fucking
She
shell.
kind of looks over. Are you sure you'll be able to keep up?
I'm fairly sure. How big is it?
The bird?
Yeah.
It's like large, like 10 by 10, close to 15 by 15 size. Like it's about the size of one of your armored knights, ironically. It's a little bit smaller than
What
the size
the-
of one of your armored knights.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay.
It's like she can move quite fast.
So can I.
Okay, and she
Yeah,
will.
go for that.
She
Go for
will
that,
tap something, and the bird, you can see its wings stretch up, and it flaps up in the air. And she was just like, "I'll wait for you all to get on your ship."
Titus, you better not be racing them. Or you know what? Do that. I want to see how long that lasts.
Hey Titus, what's your speed out of curiosity in air?
What's my speed in air?
70. I recently found a feat that like gives you an extra 30 or so. Yeah,
I
it's
was looking for something like that. I
definitely.
didn't see it, but it is 30.
There is a lineage feat that can boost your speed, but no, I don't think you have it. But yes, 30 feet. So this bird, I believe, can move 70 feet.
That's more than twice.
It is definitely. That's why she was like, "Are you sure you want to try keeping up?"
What
with
if I
this
just
bird?"
like latch on?
You're just gonna grab onto the bird. You're like, as she like starts to flap around, you're like, you know what? I'm
I
just
get a
gonna
little tired.
land on the bird. She lets you. She
That's
doesn't like mind it. She's like, she'll like she'll like stand on top of it as it's flying, and she like ties something around your waist. It's like, there you go.
Thanks.
Just want to make sure you don't fall off.
Boo.
All right, and she'll
It's a
sit
nice
down.
view, at least.
Yes, the plains here
Yeah.
are quite beautiful, actually. The ridges and such.
It almost reminds me of home.
Home? Where are you from?
Alright, Cash, Fayum, let's go.
Sorry, it's not that important.
I like hearing about places far away from, well, here. I haven't actually left the Vale Tribe area before.
Oh, well. Damn, I did not write Force's expedition dump. I completely forgot.
Notebook.
I assume everybody else is getting on board the stratosphere and basically getting ready to take
Yeah,
off.
that's why I like. That's why I feel like.
Yes.
Feels like go on board.
Yep. We'll say that you have a conversation about that, Titus. We'll get into that later. But yes, as she flaps forward, and the stratosphere can keep up with the bird, no problem. You guys head your way over to the source, and basically because you went to the places you went to, you don't even really have to make checks about finding it because they know where it is. So you skipped a part of this you didn't have to do. That's nice. So
Honestly, I was so tempting to go on foot.
when you get there, you fly along the ridges and then get a little bit further, not inland, but just like further into the ridge area where it's like a lot more hills and stuff. And you notice the spatterings of those black kind of streaks across the landscape as you fly. Probably where it looks like they've been digging or doing something, and that is the remnants of where they've been and what they've been refining or excavating. And the thing you notice very quickly as you're flying, Titus, is this awful smell, this pungent odor. Those in the ship, you can see it as well. There's like a green like smoke bellowing from a part of the landscape.
Man.
What the hell is that?
It's like a dark green plume of smoke. It smells awful. It has a very similar smell to what you smelled over that ridge, by the way. And she's
but
like,
just stronger?
Yes, just definitely more stronger. And she's like, this is the place. Oh, I see Miss Joanna. And are those armored knights?
Oh, great. I suppose they're not yours.
No, they're not. Hold on. And she as she says that, immediately you guys lash down straight down into a nosedive towards them.
All right. I turn on my comms. Like, guys, we should be expecting company and not the good kind.
Latricia kind of says,
"Yeah, I agree."
She's like, "I'm following as well. Everyone brace for evasive maneuvers." And then everyone on the ship. You have about 5 seconds as Latricia also goes very quickly down.
How could company be bad?
How what, sorry?
Yeah.
I just say, how can company be bad?
Well, Titus, you see this first as you are able to look around. It seems like there's a standoff of some sorts. You can see what looks to be this this huge size, maybe like 15 by 15, close to 20 by 20 size ruby scaled dragon, wearing similar kind of like a furred cloak and armor across her scales, who is kind of like they don't seem like they're like aggressive or like going towards these armored knights, but they are looking at two people currently, and they seem to be speaking with them. And the armored knights, and behind them you can see there are several other also Veil Tribe members that have like their weapons kind of out but not drawn or pointed. And the armored knights, there's about 3 of them. They are colored they're colored in this kind of light or pale blue with silver parts on their body, and they have their weapons pointed at the Veil Tribe people and the dragon.
Oh wow.
No one, they haven't fired yet, it seems, but they definitely have them like armed and pointed.
Okay, we should probably land, if anywhere, behind them to get some sort of vantage.
Mm-hmm. So you just want to land.
Maybe to lower the weapons if they're surrounded.
So you're gonna land behind the armored knights.
Yes.
Yep. She'll nod when you say that you suggest that, and she will land the bird there. The others, you guys kind of like crest above where you guys. I guess yeah. Latricia probably crest you guys above where Joanna is, and just kind of keep the ship floating above there. Joanna, the dragon, kind of looks up, seeing all of you, and then the armored knights, they immediately turn, seeing the robotic bird, and you, Titus, with Allure, and they kind of point their weapons over, and you hear like a, hey, what are you doing over there? Who are you?
Now, let's everyone calm down before something really not pleasant happens. Sure, whatever this is, we can all walk away from.
So, is that what you're saying, Titus?
Yeah, as I
Alright.
like hop off with a big bird and like have my arms
Yeah.
out.
Are we already landed?
And
Yes, you guys are hovering currently. Latricia kind of said you're hovering about
Well-
30 feet up, or sorry, not 30, about 50 feet up in the air above Joanna, and Latricia
now
will
is
say
are there just armored knights? Or
there's.
are there, like,
It looks like
regular
3
people
armored knights, and
sprinkled
then there's
around it
2
too?
people down there in front of the dragon.
Okay.
One of them is armed, definitely. The other one seems to be wearing like workers' attire, kind of like what you saw in the settlement, the Hades settlement. A little bit cleaner, but definitely still kind of like rustic and tattered. And yes, they are talking to this dragon right now. Emiko, Latricia kind of looks back. She says, "I'll have the weapons warmed up. Avery, just make sure you don't hit anything until we confirm that we're going to be fighting. But for the time being, let's keep things as calm as we can. Emiko?" She looks over.
Yes.
You say
Mhm.
she kind of looks over. You, Brew, Apani, and Seiyun and Casket, head down there. Casket, get in your armored knight. Brew, she'll kind of say, Brew, do the same.
All right.
Did that, Mum? Let's go.
Called her mom.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Mum.
You're not British.
So
All
yes,
right.
you guys kind
Shut
of.
up. You're not here.
It only takes you only a few moments as like to get basically out as like. Basically, you were effectively you knew that you were gonna be dealing with something, so it only takes you a couple of minutes to get out. Titus, as that's happening, the armored knight kind of approaches you, and you can see the dragon kind of looks over, and she notices Alora's with you, and she's like, "Alora, what are you?" She looks over. Stand down, you. Make your armored knight stand down. We're here to talk.
Said you?
She said, "Make your armored knight stand down." That's what she said.
Oh, okay.
Did
she say a name?
No, she did not say a name.
What the
She
fuck?
said you.
She said you.
For the
Yes,
letter.
you.
Ah, yes, you. My bad.
You.
You know, all the
She was
racism
in-
got me.
She was looking over at the 2 individuals, by the way, when she said you.
Be
And-
y'all.
We haven't touched down yet.
Yeah. She.
You're still in the process of getting there, basically.
Yeah.
And
I
you can
got my
see
shiny weapon.
one moves over, and they will speak. Titus, The guy that's wearing, we'll say, bright red. Yeah, honestly, you would be wearing armor. Bright red armor with this kind of like red hawk insignia on the shoulder pad of the armor. Silver and then like a gold trim around certain parts of the armor. It reminds you of some of the guard armor, but it's definitely like more defined and a little bit more well made.
Okay.
And he kind of looks over and he's like, he's like, what the hell? Who are you? You look like, you're from that Veil tribe. He notices Allure as his eyes shift over to you. He's like, oh, you're from that Veil tribe. What, you figured you'd call backup from one of those other little fat overgrown lizards?
We're not back up,
Oh?
but you're lucky we arrived.
I don't understand why I would feel lucky to have more people to have to deal with, but... Alright, here's the deal. Back off. We got permission to be here, you know. He looks back at the dragon. Says, I've come here in person to implore Gilded Forgers to leave this area. They are encroaching upon not only tribal land uninvited, but have been polluting the environment and pushing the ancestral construction areas to, well, ruin. And she just looks over at the one that was speaking, and then kind of towards the one that isn't. If not only for our health, for your own safety and your workers, they should leave. And he looks back, and he's like, he looks back at you, Titus. Can it for a second, you damn fiend. You overgrown fat lizard. I told you, you need to get out of here. Gilded Forgers have permission from Emmanuel, the man up top for Delra, to be here. That's all we need, and that's all that matters. It's not our fault. Your eyesore of an encampment happens to be nearby a dig site. Besides, won't be here long anyways. Once we got what we came here for, we'll be gone. Think I cared about this damn backwoods hellhole of a place?
Boy, I believe we have enough evidence to like go in and investigate with like the name of the guild, right? I mean, there are a lot of witnesses.
Well, now you are all like getting out of the thing. The two mechs launch and the others kind of descend down. And he's like, wow. Not backup, huh? He looks over at you, huh, fiend boy?
Well, no. I'm not their backup. They're mine. Like I said. I'm trying to save you.
I just look at Ty like, what the fuck are you saying?
As you're landing, what the
fuck is going on?
There are armored knights currently aimed at like all directions right now, and then this guy, and he's like, you can see the one that's been a little bit more. So I should say both of these two are human. The two that have been they're standing there. The one wearing that kind of reddish armor, and the other one is a little bit more rotund and like kind of larger. Not like kind of like. What should I say? Kind of dad body, like got a bit of a stomach, but not like the most unkempt or physically a fit. You know, he obviously does look like he works. He's just got a little bit of a gut.
And he works it.
We here in Shadow Guardians love dad bods. So.
Yep.
And he looks so.
But no one on Shadow Guardians has it.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Saiyans working on it. It sounds like.
Shit, you get one.
Very much so.
Brew is part of the Shadow Guardians, right?
Yeah, he's a member of the Shadow Guardians. Yeah. He does not have a.
Yeah, but Brew's a daddy, not a dad bod.
Okay,
that is true. That is true.
My bad.
You technically can be a daddy and have a dad bod.
That is also true, but he does not have the dad bod yet. But yes, this person will look over and say, Jacob, calm down. Calm down. It's not that. Are you trying to be eaten? He looks over. Miss Joanna, I understand your concerns about the Lapsian workers. Here also, I know you're not explicitly happy with our recent actions and such, but we need this opportunity. You have to and he's like, and as he's about to say something else, you hear the other guy's like, "Shut up, Herod! Ain't no one cares about your dumbass." You. He looks
Oh.
over at Joanna again.
You say, did that guy just say that don't eat us or something?
Yes.
Yeah, I just whisper like in cast.
Whoa.
And he looks over and he's like, he looks over at, he's like, you, and he points at Joanna, and then the other guy points over at, what is his name? Or not his name, Titus. He points at you. He's like, these two.
Raises his eyebrow.
He's like, if you got a problem with Gilded Forge's conduct, or business practices, or whatever, that's your problem, monster.
Titus, that's what their name
Man,
is.
his face went completely straight.
I thought like iron shit or something.
So if it wasn't for them funding this
Monster
little
God.
operation here, these people would be off the short pier to the deep. It's only their money and their grace that keeps this place afloat. You can blah blah all you want. That's the facts.
Monster?
Shoot
Am I?
then.
If I'm a monster, then maybe you should speak more carefully. I do
Yeah.
have
You
a lot more weapons.
How bad do I want to go with this? No, I think you would. He's okay.
Okay.
He looks over and he's like, "Are you threatening me,
You don't
boy?"
want to swear them pittance.
Boy?
Boy,
And now,
ain't no way.
Go
Hold
back
on.
to where you came from.
let me read this spell real quick.
Wait a second. I need to. You can hear it's like, Jacob, stop it. This situation is getting out of control.
Okay.
I listen to your
Kill
friend if
person
I were
again?
you.
What's the name of that
Oh,
kill
my.
person again? We're not shooting that guy.
we're not
Harriet is his name. He said Jacob said his name is Harriet.
All right, we are not shooting
I
Harriet.
listen to your fat friend.
And Joanna kind of leans down. Everyone, what is your passive soul sensing?
Not high.
I'm
Wait, hold
surprised
on,
yours isn't high, Sayun. Is it above
Actually,
a 13?
let me check.
Mine is exactly a 13.
My passive's at
Mine's 11.
Exactly a
Also,
13?
7?
fuck.
11.
Yeah, mine is a 13.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Basically
My passive is
stunted.
a 10, apparently.
What the fuck?
I'm
I thought you were
21.
like an elemental or something.
Right. I thought elementals would have good sources.
Nah,
What else was me?
Nah,
You're right. You're right. I'm being prejudiced.
Alright, for those of
Okay,
you
so,
with a 13 or higher, as this is said, you can feel something. You hear Joanna, like, the neck of the dragon leans down and the head leans closer to Jacob and says, I have my patience, but do not mistake cordiality with weakness. Careful of your tongue, meat. I can easily snap you in twine. You and your armored knights.
not helping with the stereotypes.
Okay, I barge in
And
say, whoa.
I would say this, those of you with above a 13, as she says that, you feel this weird kind of sensation come over your body. It's almost for a moment, but it feels like the floor is getting hotter. Like the sand and the ground, or the ferns getting warmer. And a little bit, almost in a moment when she says that snap, it almost like makes you jump. Like you feel like a snapping feeling around you for a second. But then it subsides.
Crickets.
Whoa.
I look up at the dragon.
Oh no, the crickets died!
No, whoa,
Crickets, no.
whoa.
Damn. Cause for concern. Alright.
Oscar, I will this bitch up. Do not.
She continues,
Yeah.
she says, we are here as a warning, but if our people get sick, the dispute will not be over moving you from our land, but rather how we have done so.
I'd listen to this.
He looks,
Yeah,
and you say that, he looks at you all, says, not talking to any guild foreign agents, damn country. And Harry kind of looks over. He kind of looks over and he's like, Jacob, I will handle this. He's like, you know what? Fine. The fact that damn new council even entertains our nation being made to heal by this infection is disgusting.
Harriet. Anyway, Harriet, do you have something to say? I don't want to talk to Jake anymore. Okay.
He's like, he looks like he's about to like walk over and say something, and Harriet's like, stop, stop. I will handle this.
Of course.
He looks over.
Be more cordial, like your friend.
He just squints looking at you, Emiko, and then you, Titus.
Walk over with the quartz.
Seeing the 2 armored knights, a ship above him, a bunch of Alta warriors,
I cross
and
my arms.
I smile.
Fine, fine.
Please. Oh my.
Just keep him out of the camp. And then he just starts to walk. He just like very angrily like stomps back past you, Titus, kind of giving you the stink eye as much as he can, and then
I wave at Harriet.
Can I trip him?
he's going around you because you're next to the giant avian creature, and he did or construct, and he he doesn't really want to get close to that.
Hey, don't you have a tail?
Wink at him.
He just kind of like...
No, I don't have a tail, only wings.
When you wink at him, Titus, he just flicks you off and keeps going.
Anyway.
One of the constructs go with him as well. The two of them stay, but their weapons slowly kind of drip down. They're not as... It seems like they're not as aimed aggressively anymore, but they're still there.
Yeah.
Wave at Harriet with the quartz.
Hey, Harriet, yeah?
Yes, my name is Harriet. I am you could say the foreman here. I keep a monitor of things.
So much over there.
So,
I understand that Jacob can be quite annoying to get along with. I apologize for his demeanor, and the demeanor of and emotions to the other armored knights. They are merely here to make sure that our workers are safe.
I don't
know
what, aside from...
Besides getting sick.
He kind of looks, he looks over, Miss Joanna, nothing of the sort towards your people. It's abominations and such. We have had an upsurge of them around, as well as these constructs. They've been everywhere lately.
Oh, okay, I see how it is.
So we've heard, and that's why our guild has been sent.
I'll get it. Also, can you cut my light on?
It's gonna be too dark.
Can you cut my light on? Also, I'm unrecorded.
You gotta hide the body.
Right?
Hide the body.
You wanna say something to us?
I don't even know how to. Alright, fine. There's a dead squirrel outside. I need to get the dead squirrel.
Okay.
The cat decided to try to play with one of the squirrels, and
yes,
squirrel.
Dead
it is a squirrel. It is a squirrel. I can confirm.
Sorry about that. I in the give like gifts, man.
Anyways,
you're gonna need acid for that squirrel.
Yes.
Dragon.
But anyway, yes, he will. Harriet will. He kind of said what he was gonna say. But Joanna will look to all of you. And who are all of you? If you don't mind my asking.
Shadow Guardians.
Shadow Guardians. Sounds like a good team name.
Yep.
That's exactly what we are. We came in disturbances. We came to investigate a bunch of disturbances involving a bunch of constructs and this disgusting green.
The goo shit. And mop up the mess, as usual.
A mess, you say. She kind of nods.
Indeed.
Looks down towards Harriet. There have already been several attacks across Delra due to the actions. Due to your actions. Most of which are on our tribal lands. While we've quelled them with our Veiled tribe, I worry for the surrounding areas and the wildlife. Travelers that might unknowingly step into this area. He's like, I understand, Miss Joanna, but in truth, we don't actually know what's causing these incidents. I'm sure you believe it's the stuff we're mining, but we don't have anything concrete yet.
If you don't mind me asking, Interbargen, what kind of stuff have you been mining?
Oh,
Crystals?
it's he kind of looks over.
Hmm.
And he looks like
Yeah.
he's like he's not, he wants to say something, but he's like holding himself from.
Go on. You
Let
can
me
tell me.
Go ahead.
top
Frenzy.
secret because it is part of the compound. That's why it's secret.
Hmm.
He, Johanna kind of looks over. Do you really believe in your heart and mind that they are unrelated, Harriet?
It's all right. Just tell us.
Because I can guarantee you it's not.
Hey.
She looks over.
Well,
I've known you for
okay.
almost a decade. And if outsiders here can tell that the Whispers Crush Your Mining is doing this, then it's not just me anymore. Kind of looks over. Roll me logic or charm. Honestly, you could probably roll either of them, or any all three, either any of the three. So logic, charm, or sympathy.
Could go with
Okay, I'll do charm.
The DCs
Oh,
are
wait,
different,
what's-
mind you, but
Yeah, I'll do charm.
I'll do logic. Yeah.
all right.
that was logic.
Okay,
What?
You did not get another 5.
I give up. It was
The
a 4
fuck?
this time.
Okay.
Word.
Looks like I have to do it too. That'll be a 13.
Gwendolyn's been silent, but she has been here apparently.
Okay.
Yeah.
So logic, I have a +3. I'll do that.
You rolling anything,
Yeah.
Ryan? Dylan?
Gonna be 19.
19.
Mm. And I got a 13.
You know what? I think you guys are getting him to speak. He's
Yay. No thanks
I
to
logic.
me. Glad we got it.
Fucking logic them.
he'll look over.
Logic. Yeah.
All right. It's it's one of the key components of that compound. He looks at you, Casket. 33824 to be exact. It's a new field of study being sold around groups of Lapsus, you could say. I didn't.
33824 or 33284.
I think it's 33824. I might have mistold you. It's one of those two numbers. It often has gotten messed up in writing, so it's one of those two numbers. 33824 or 33284.
I'm late, but I rolled a 16.
Nice.
Nice. Is that like for stealth?
Oh, no, for logic.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, you guys have definitely convinced him, I'd say. Even
Logic on the death.
It says I didn't really think that it'd be worse than the fires that can be caused by inflamed gasoline or the smog from it, but after seeing it, look, I understand it's bad. All right, and you can see he pops up a little bit of some blood. Those of you with a passive awareness of at least 14 or 15, you would see it. He like wipes it away quickly.
I take a little step closer. Like one step.
Excuse me. We need to work here. I'm sorry. But just...
Can I do an awareness roll like on him to see like how bad he is?
Roll me a medicinal, or medical, whichever it is.
Medical.
And he says, we need to work, I'm sorry, but...
Yeah, 5.
How do you...
Look, we're not getting it from you. He looks over at Joanna. For better or worse, that bridge burned a while ago. The people don't know how to ask for help here. I have to help those Lapsians that don't have a tribe to fall back to, okay? The Consortium's industry failed here.
How do you roll on Discord again?
I won't. Was it exclamation point roll, plus roll? Pepper or Pawnee could probably help you with that.
A roll would be exclamation, I believe.
Yeah, it's exclamation roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exclamation roll and 1d20. And just like put plus on it. And put whatever modifier you got.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a 17.
Medical for 17. What was that? What that was? The medical?
Okay.
Yes,
Hold
sir.
on.
Okay.
Plus 1.
Yeah,
13.
he doesn't look the 13. He looks. You can tell even with a 13, he looks a bit like ill, maybe just overworked. With a 17 though, Emiko, this guy is not. So you could see when he coughed up blood and like wiped it away. It wasn't just blood.
Oh.
It was there was a little bit of
It
like
was
a
green
black
stuff?
black and yes, a black and green smudge in some of the blood.
Okay.
He wiped it away quick, so most people probably didn't notice outside of just him coughing and like wiping his mouth. But yeah, Emiko, you definitely noticed he doesn't look really that good. He looks very overworked, very tired, and like it's not like it's hot here. Like it makes sense for him to be kind of sweaty, but like noticeably sweaty.
Looks like he has a fever type of sweat.
Yeah, like like if you've ever tried to work through a fever, it's like
Oh.
that.
Yeah.
He's got that
Man
going
got
on.
lung
Yeah.
cancer.
Is there any
Yeah,
extra
so I like.
I would have picked up on?
I call.
Oh, was that a pony? Sorry.
Is there any extra information I would have picked up on for 19?
Oh, you had a 19?
Yeah.
Nope, about the same. You
Okay.
have no pluses to it?
Mm,
To your
No.
medical? Huh.
No pluses.
But
yeah.
yeah, about the same. So
Yeah.
yeah, you, Apani, and him would have noticed.
Is his name like? Is it Harry or Harriet?
Harriet.
Harriet. Oh,
Yes.
okay. So like, I'll pay his attention, and then once he sees me, I'll throw him like a health potion.
He's like, oh,
Like,
he
yeah.
like tries to like he jumbles it for a minute and catches it. He's like, oh, what's this?
If
Hmm?
seems like you got some sludge in your blood,
It's nothing.
don't you
Just
think?
overwork,
Oh, no.
fatigue, breathed in a bit too much of that
Just
stuff,
drink
you
it.
know. But look,
Just
when,
drink it.
You've been in contact with him.
I really don't want to kill
Yep.
him. You know, if he turns into something,
I don't want to kill him. But...
I don't
If
want
he
to kill
turns
him.
into something.
I don't want to kill Harry. He's the non.
I don't want to kill Dad. Please don't let
He's
me
one
kill
of the
Dad.
good ones.
One of the good ones. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Johanna kind of looks at her. She
Even
squints a
just
bit at
the
him, and he's like, Harriet, you'll fail them if you keep placing them near this stuff. You know what it's doing to them. And she
What
like,
it's doing to
Yeah,
you.
what's
yeah, exactly. But she's looking up and down at him. It's like, do you have a? He kind of looks over. Do you have a better idea?
How about you stop?
Or strictly use
Or-
machines. I don't know.
Hmm.
He looks over.
Yeah.
Look,
You gotta calm down.
it's like, let's not forget. It's like there's also separatists types among your people too, right? He's looking over at Johanna, not you all, when he says that. We can all act. He looks over now broadly. He's like, we can all act cordial about it, but you and I both know those types and some of the ones on ours aren't looking to mend things anytime soon.
Classic race.
Hmm.
Look,
I know.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, it's alright. It's alright. Go drink the damn potion, bro.
Look,
My God.
Joanna kind of pauses. He'll drink the potion. He'll start to drink it, and she kind of pauses, looks at all of you, and she'll just. We'll give you a few more days, but after that, you need to have Gilded Forges leave. Don't forget the comms link to tell us when you're done doing so.
You can go on this.
Hmm. Yep, you can trust us. We won't do anything harmful.
He kind of looks
To
after
you
he
or your
finishes,
body?
drinks the potion. He says, "Are you talking to Harriet when you say that? By the way, both of you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. And he just nods. And he'll start to turn and leave, and Joanna will turn around and leave.
I'm gonna
Hmm.
group in the Shadow Guardians group chat. So blowing this bitch up.
Shadow Guardian.
The group call will be like, Latricia says, it sounds like the situation's mostly rectified.
Rectified.
Mostly. We definitely gonna have to keep an eye on Jakey there.
Rectified in a sense, but
Nature is
with
so
one of their
nice.
officers infected, worse than the
Yep.
way I was, the rest of them might not be too far off.
Well, you haven't seen any hallucinations though.
You don't know that.
No, we don't know that.
I'd say as I walk towards wherever he went, Harriet.
Harriet, the armored knights look back and they kind of like angle their weapons at you and they're like, "Do not approach."
I look at them,
My weapons at him.
and then I look back at Casket.
And I
think
flash
it's
my
a
middle
lot
finger
more
like,
than just
"Fuck you."
one of them infected. Like, what if everyone they've ever hired to help them excavate is this infected? Or
Joanna will look back and say, "Shadow Guardians, please stand down.
I put down my gun.
Let them go," she says. "But Harriet, remember," she'll look back. "You're not just trespassing on our lands. It's not contested. It's contested territory by more than just us. There's constructs here, and they won't overlook those allowances."
Yeah, you haven't seen the manticores yet.
That's the least of the concerns out here.
Not.
Hopefully this doesn't call a Wolver Ravager out here.
What?
Manticore is the main thing I'm trying to avoid.
What was that, Emiko, you were saying? You said what to what she said?
No, like, yeah, she said what? Like she was smiling and you said, and then she said that like, I said what?
A Wolver Ravager. They're dangerous.
Some more stuff to be concerned about.
You can roll me a knowledge engineering if you'd like to know what a Wolver Ravager is.
You know what? I would like to know that.
I would like to too.
You did the last one for the Melter Lion. Would you like to roll as well?
sure.
Oh, come on.
What do I need to roll again?
Engineering, knowledge engineering.
Hey, Dragon, I just got the luckiest roll ever.
What'd you get?
Can I get a 100?
Oh, did you roll the wrong die?
Yeah.
I see.
Oh no, a natural 100.
Damn, that's crazy.
So I have a 17.
A 17.
Oh.
5.
What was that? Oh, I thought she said, oh. I thought you said natural 20. Like, what?
I got tightest. Damn.
The natural 5 strikes again.
Yeah.
At least it's not on me this time.
Oh, come on.
Wolver Ravager.
That's hilarious.
I got a natural 4. I'm killing myself tonight.
Engineering.
Technically, it was a 5. Because I got a +1.
I got me a 7.
I'm good. I'm just
Yes,
gonna.
sir.
Reboot this bitch. I'm just gonna restart my life. You know, just reboot this bitch.
A
This ain't
Wolver
working out.
Ravager. Effectively, who got? So what? Where the? Did anyone get above a 15? I just know Emiko did.
Wait,
No,
let
I
me
got a
check.
15 exactly.
You got it then.
Too.
Sorry, 15 or above. I meant to say.
Let me check my modifier real quick.
I got a 15.
For technological, right?
Or engineering. It's engineering. Sorry. So.
I got an 8.
Got a what?
8.
8. So anyone that got a 15 or above, a Wolver Ravager, they are huge constructs that are shaped like wolverines that can go bipedal somewhat.
Oh, great.
They're very interesting because they're very special because they're often sent out whenever there is an abnormally strong creature or threat in the area that's identified, and it must need, we'll say, immediate correction. So to put into perspective, what these things do, or how like strong they can get, they have a static field around them that can like disable most technology that gets near them, and they also can. Well, they can kind of they're kind of like super predators basically. Like they can kill apex predator. They can hunt other apex predators in the ecosystem. Things like the storm kings of the sea, like Soralavenuses, They can kill those. They're also hyper like evolutionatory. They basically can like they have something programmed into them where they will start to get stronger and stronger the longer that the fight goes on. They basically will
so
start
you're-
making
hell no.
countermeasures.
You are
Yeah,
saying
like
you're
Doomsday from the
fighting
DC.
Maharaja.
We're fighting the Hulk.
Yeah,
We are
basically
fighting-
they will start to program their habits will change and they will actually start to like generate new types of weapons they need to counteract whatever they're fighting. They are the weaker version of a stronger thing that they might get sent out as well.
A weaker version.
Yes.
And
A
Maharaja
weaker version
weaker
of Big
version.
Raga.
This is the thing that is sent
The
out first
Obstopper?
if the situation is very bad.
Obstopper.
Or the situation is bad. If the situation is extremely bad, well, not many people see the other one. That's all I'll say.
Right.
What, they
So-
die
What
before
are
they
you
see it?
sending? God?
I mean, the environment needs to be protected.
What do you mean environment?
Fucked by them.
Protected by
They're not
what?
just
Godzilla? Like what?
Oh,
This bitch gonna
a
destroy
very,
these
I would say this notably about these constructs specifically, especially as they get stronger. These ones aren't made for like, you know how the other ones were made with other ecological like surveying and stuff like that. These
Right.
Yeah.
things, ecological like calling or ecological we'll say what's the word, programming. They're set to take out apex
Resistance
predators and invasion monsters.
Oh, they are made to
Oh,
kill.
but
Literally, they're
really-
made to take care of like big anomalous problems. They don't have a purpose outside of that.
yeah.
That's why they're not
Okay.
seen that much
They're-
because of that.
Cool.
They're just meant for big monsters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big Raga, yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, I mean, thankfully, we won't ever see one. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Uh,
They
knock on
normally
wood before you.
if the
curse us
situation
all.
gets that bad, yeah. That we'll just say there's a lot of things to be concerned with if a Wolver Ravager is getting sent out.
Would there be like any warning before?
The
Listen,
other constructs might pull back.
if
Oh my god.
if worst comes to worst, it will probably be on our side, right?
No,
Well,
Rob,
I don't think it will.
maybe.
listen, I'm a robot. They're a robot. You know, we kind of, right?
They see you as an anomalous material. They
That
will.
is true.
No, they definitely do not. I did not touch that material.
You are
The
not
cat-
like them.
I did
The
not touch.
fucking manticore thing tried to kill you. What makes you
No.
think?
I like the
this-
sleight of hand of I did not touch the material looking at Yumiko.
Oh.
No,
No, I said anomalous material. You are anomalous material. But yes, I will touch the anomalous material.
creature detected the material and assumed everything in that radius was a threat,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
A carrier, like a rat.
But yes, as you all are mulling over that, Joanna will approach you all and will kind of say, I apologize for me not greeting you as I properly should have. My name is Joanna Bright.
Joanna Bright. Yeah. Well.
Some call me the Sunbringer, or the Dawnbringer.
You got a
Now, is
sister
this
named
dragon or is this someone else?
This is this is the dragon, Joanna. Yes,
Okay.
she would like me.
Sunbringer?
Yep.
A cool name.
Yeah.
It's merely a
Yeah.
title. I prefer to be just called Miss Joanna or Joanna.
You got like a cousin or something by the name of Joanna Dark or something?
I do not. She just
Yeah.
chuckles slightly.
Mm-hmm. Right. Alright. So what was that about?
What isn't it about? Harriet is a good man, but he is a man that is trapped in many situations at the moment. I understand he is doing what he can for his people, but... She looks over at what you said, Emiko.
And little Jakey over there. She nods over at that fuming baby over there.
Yes, the meat.
The meat. Okay.
She kind of looks over. Honestly, too rotten of a taste, I would imagine. No. He
You are
is a
not
member
the
of the hired help, the Valiant Hawks group, the Gilded Forgers here. He's been
Of course.
more than standoffish towards us. even a few pot shots taken at some of my people. I was willing to
Pot shot
overlook
of
that.
like insult or bullets.
Bullets.
You've
see.
had such problems with. Just get rid of them.
Complications with the consortium government. They do have a permit to be in this area.
And they have mechs.
Nearby the area. They've been encroaching a bit more closely and inside the tribal lands, though they run anytime we catch them there.
Like rats in the basement.
And what
Yes.
exactly is it that they're doing?
They've been excavating the Whispering Crust. A foul material our people have long since tried to burn out, we'll say. But
why? Don't they know how dangerous this shit is?
They don't care,
They're
believe
probably
it.
using it for weapons and stuff.
We're about to find out sooner or later.
She kind of looks
Bunch of
over.
constructs.
Since you
Like,
are
if they keep this
outsiders,
going-
are you all familiar with the stories of the Whisperer?
Yeah, the Whispering
We're familiar
God.
with more than stories. We've
Crystals.
encountered something
Her
that looked
eyes,
like it.
her
was
eyes kind of like
possessed by it.
widen when you say you've seen something. She kind of looks. You've seen something.
Yeah, I heard whispering, but nothing much.
There
I just
was sort of a monster that was possessed by whatever that shit is. We fought it, but then a bunch of constructs came and incinerated every shred of evidence from that fight.
Change.
Yeah.
She kind of thinks.
After we were done,
Individuals is the right term.
Infected by it.
Yeah.
This is not good. I've read stories about it, but I've never seen it. Not at that point, at least.
It was pretty bad. It was like it was undead.
Like she looks when you say that, her eyes shift over. You say like.
Yeah. I heard whispering.
Yeah.
Well, and he also
It wasn't necessarily, but
It wasn't
yeah.
dead per se, more like a parasite was latched onto it, controlling its brain.
She
I touched it.
A dragon
Nothing
claw
much.
kind of
Exactly.
reaches over towards you, Titus, and Emiko. And you can feel some
take a-
sensation.
Step back.
She says, "Do not worry, I am not trying to hurt you. I'm just trying to see something."
Well, hey, if you want to get handsy, you can just ask.
Damn.
She kind of, her hand goes away. She goes back to the ground. You have been touched by it, I can see.
Oh no, I licked it.
That's not a very smart thing to do.
Yeah, but you should ask Titus here. He saw the full bird.
Smart.
I'm very.
The feeling is
very
faint
smart.
on you too, though.
Titus.
My shamans will want to My shamans will want to perform a ritual on you to make sure it does not have any lingering effects. Come, back to the Veil Camp.
Well,
I assure you, that's not necessary.
No, it is.
Oh yeah.
It is
That
our
reminds me. Hey,
obligation to get rid of the Whisper's influence, even if the Lapsians don't believe its existence.
yeah. Reminds me, Titus. Have you seen any of those hallucinations in the past few days? Or no?
No. I haven't had anything ever since the
Yeah, that
ever
instant where
since
you
whatever initially happened.
almost stranded
He
on
kind of looks down.
Yeah, haven't had any whispers in my end.
Yeah,
So,
but yeah, we're fine. I mean, if you still want to have your shamans check us, I suppose it's not that big a deal. I could.
She is already walking back towards the camp.
What the fuck?
She did say, she said come follow her, and she's going.
I mean, this
Well,
is a bit sus,
follow.
no?
Mm.
Shadow Guardian Sunbringer? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
TM.
Yes, TM.
Hey.
Thank you.
But it's like, she doesn't have a TM behind her name. Does that mean someone else has her name?
Possibly.
I
That is
don't
incredibly
think
possible.
I don't.
He's
We
like
should probably kill them if they
Run
haven't.
right.
Bruce just smirking, like very
Yeah.
knowingly, like he's.
Is that you?
In fact, it is most likely that someone else does.
Hmm.
Oh,
Why would you attain this shit?
because
I'm surprised.
it's for science.
It's like I've
for
heard the
knowledge.
Sunbringer before. Bruce saying this. He's like, I've heard of the Sunbringer before. We almost got a good display of what that title comes from.
Yeah, almost.
You felt that heat, didn't you?
It's kind of mesmerizing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was he about to bring the sun?
Yes.
She was gonna bring something.
Why
It
would you bring
would have
sun on
hurt.
the top? Wouldn't it like be hot?
For my crickets.
I'm already hot as is.
I've only felt power like that like once in my. Honestly, I don't.
Mm.
Oh, why'd I put that in there? I needed to get.
Gonna follow Johan out of curiosity.
Yeah, I follow Juana.
Patricia's
I'm
like, we'll follow them
thought we
back.
were following her.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
Oh,
others have
okay.
been following.
All of us? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or at least
Yeah.
I was.
So we will
Yeah.
end the session there as
Yeah.
you guys follow them back to camp.
Mm.
Their camp.
Yes.
Man, that could have been a fight.
It could have. It actually could have been a fight.
I actually wish there was
hoping for
a fight.
I wanted
It would have been really
bad.
bad.
Oh,
if
don't
there
worry.
was a fight.
Don't worry. You'll get your wish.
Oh no.
Sound like
I
It was
kind
pretty
of
good.
regret it already.
Hey,
Kinda
Grandma.
regret it.
Did you forget Joanna's words? Remember, you're
Yes,
trespassing
ladies.
in our land, and even if we're fine, the constructs might not be too appealing.
Hey,
Yeah.
well, I am a construct, so you know. I'm already.
Yeah, we should
pissed
also
off.
find Chavez too. He's probably here.
Chavez?
Hopefully.
Probably fine, Chavez.
Yeah. Chavez.
Oh, Chavez. You said
You
Chavez?
said
and I was...
Chavez.
Yeah, were you thinking
No,
the
hold
same
on.
thing? Me
Yeah, I
and
was like,
Sophie
wait a
were thinking
minute.
of like the innkeeper in Quald that we met. Mm.
The innkeeper and
Impossible.
Wald?
Watch the main the other main campaign. Test for the future. You gotta watch it. That's where you'll meet people like Chavez and Eobon.
America
Spoiled,
Chavez.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a Chavez. And there's a Chavez.
Yeah. Especially now, we're getting
Yeah,
into the
Chavez.
really good part now. That's all I'll say.
Oh, are we?
Mm.
Yep.
Are we in the main like object, or are we like deviating for